know, but we've still been solving problems no matter where we go.
You're the best adventurers ever. Yeah.
Paimon today? Aren't you the only adventurer here?
I mean, if Paimon is a people, then Paimon is also an adventurer. Oh, yeah.
Give Paimon an adventurer handbook as well.
What?
Paimon will also be an adventurer from today forward. Just our thoughts making.
Hey, if it means we get more rewards, sure.
The last time
We're back for more. Why, hello there. A cat says hi. What are you supposed to do here? Find an opportunity to look around and collect clues regarding the strange meat.
Make my.
I mean, what in the world do you want me to do?
There's no one here that's anywhere near as strong as what you're describing.
Wait, who's strong? What?
Well,
Vidok.
shh. Save the question.
Okay, he's not talking. Spill the beans, come on.
I don't know who you're talking.
What in the world is this?
I'm not very.
Oh. Oh, I mean, he's got a thing on his head.
Hello. You two.
Clearly, he's got a target on his head.
No need to be so nervous.
Oh, whoa.
Sorry, I couldn't help but think of His Grace once I saw you, and well, it's hard to say. Maybe I am.
Wait,
Oh, I'm always indecisive, and I tend to make a mess of things. It's like a reflex. I just what? Please don't say anything like that.
Alrighty. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Wait a minute.
make my escape.
Wait a minute. We can't just drop down there. Gotta take the elevator. Alrighty. Elevator ride. Imagine playing Genshin and you can jump like you can't in Honkai Star Rail. Wowee. That was deep. Is there a waypoint here? Is this teleportable? It seems to be. Is that that? Probably. Looks similar. Next time we'll use that to teleport down here. Or at least try to.
Hey, it's the Traveler and Paimon. No need to tease me. Listen, I feel ashamed about last time. Thank you for praising me in front of His Grace. Here are the extra credit coupons he gave me.
Huh? No, we couldn't take them.
But when I was welcoming you, I didn't do anything but give you the stink eye. Come on, I insist. These coupons are nothing compared to getting the attention of His Grace. I won't take no for an answer.
Hey, as long as you're on our good side, I mean, we're on your good side, all is well. Walk around and look for clues. Oh, it's the girl. The girl, you know. One of those girls.
Aren't you supposed to be in the infirmary?
Yeah, it's just like half of the characters are all girls. You clearly know which one I mean.
Hello, Traveler. Paimon.
I mean, the one in our face, clearly.
Everyone's usually busy around now, and we don't have any patients to look after in the infirmary. I thought I'd come here and enjoy the sight of everyone hard at work. Enjoy? What's there to enjoy? It's really worth watching. I often stand here and observe everyone. Humans are just so interesting and adorable. I like to watch your expressions while you work. Are you talking about pets or people? Oh, can see why you think that, but you shouldn't jump to conclusions. See, we Melazines are a different species.
Wait, she's a Melusine? That explains the horns.
It's very easy for me to observe everyone's condition. All it takes is one look, and I can tell which workers are exhausted.
She's less often... How do you say that?
Huh.
She looks less like an animal, though. What's going on? Fascinating.
Yes, running around tending to everyone's health is very fulfilling. But I'd much prefer it if you're all happy and free from exhaustion and pain in the first place. Take care of your body. Make sure you eat well. Always rest when you're tired from work, and don't push yourself too hard. We'll definitely take care of ourselves. Thanks for the reminder.
I might as well take a sip from this delicious glass of water. Well, you could say the water in it is delicious. I don't know. Maybe the glasses. I mean, I don't think that. I don't think that the glass is tasty. Actually, they carry around loose pieces of glass. They can't be tasty. Meow. Even if they were, that can't be safe. Anyway, stay hydrated. Oh, that was that? Just had a chat with the girl, who's also a Melusine, surprisingly. I should be on top. Not it though. That's one. That's the right. That's the one we want. Yes, yes, yes.
Can't touch me.
Wait a minute. Oh, the big marker disappears in favor of smaller markers. So that's how it's done.
What are you doing here, Chief?
I was injured a bit just now. Nothing major, I think I just pulled something. Little mishaps like this are unavoidable at work, you know?
Huh. Paimon wouldn't have thought someone as experienced as the Chief would still get hurt on the job.
I just knew you would say that. This is pretty embarrassing. Where is Siegeween when you need her anyway? The one time I need to make a quick trip to the infirmary.
Oh, you mean she wasn't in the infirmary?
Yeah. The rumors say that there's never anybody in the infirmary in the half hour before lunch, and nobody knows where Siegeween gets off to.
I mean, we just met her.
Huh. That's actually really strange. Siegeween's always super dedicated to her work. Where else would she possibly go?
Wait a minute.
Forget it. I can take care of
Wait a
small
minute.
sprain like this on my own anyway.
Maybe she prepared the purple food and we got it. Wait, we got it delivered to us because we worked too hard. Yes, so it's a two-man combo attack with one of them unaware of what they're doing.
Oh, wonderful. I was worried that you'd be busy trying to earn reward coupons all the time, but it seems like you haven't neglected your investigation work after.
Paimon likes having more coupons, but no one wants to work all the time. Have you also been investigating the area, Lynette?
No, I was just slacking off, and you happened to catch me. My brother is still obsessed with anything remotely related to the Forbidden Zone. But knowing him, it won't be long before we get more leads.
Wowee.
Oh, before I forget, this is for you.
Huh? Credit coupons?
We're getting rich down here.
I've been
Amazing.
here longer than you. Coupons aren't a resource in particularly short supply. What is in short supply are interesting people to talk with.
Aw, that's so nice of you, Lynette. We'll be sure to make good use of these coupons then. Thanks a bunch!
Okay.
Hey, look! There's something here! That's
It's a book.
the guy peeking into the infirmary just now. Are they a fan of Siegeween? He must have dropped this. The Melazine perceive the world very differently from humans. there are significant deviations. As a result, their sense of aesthetics and beauty is also very different from that of humans.
Whoa.
This must be taken into consideration when giving gifts.
Fascinating.
This all sounds pretty serious. He sure did his homework.
We should thank him for the intel.
And as for the notebook, let's take it.
Ah, man. Yeah, we got your notebook. We are not giving it back. Don't you worry. Or so the saying goes, apparently. Go on a higher floor here. Wait, is this the higher floor or... It is. Wait, did we even have to do that? What in the world? What are we doing here? We just had to keep going, apparently.
Make my escape.
Maybe? I don't see a notebook anymore. Wait, this is where we sleep. This is a different place, clearly.
You wanna stop in my
Clearly.
meeting and go rest?
I guess. It could be. Fine either way.
We should rest up. We'll be back at it tomorrow.
Anyway, back tomorrow. In a video game.
So after working a few days straight, we got some strange meat in our lunch. What was that all about? Has our investigation turned up anything useful
I
recently?
think I've got something.
Well,
Wait, more sleepy? More sleepy time?
the dawn of a new day. Paimon feels like we're getting used to life as convicts. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? What do you have planned?
Ooh. Go to the pancreation ring. Okay. I mean, there's no downside to this.
The same thing all the time can get old pretty quick. Yeah, it's good to...
Yes, plus coupons, not minus coupons.
Whoa! Isn't this the super lucky meal? Looks like hard work really does get rewarded. Paimon's gonna take her time and savor every bite. What would you like to do this afternoon? Knowing China.
Yes, we're on rails here, clearly. We're on rails. It's fine, I mean... I do enjoy me a kinetic novel when I see one. Is that what they call them? And you just follow the thing. Wowee. Oh, it's an elevator. Oh, there's a hole in the ground and we can go figure out what the heck happened here, but no. Just an elevator. Plain old elevator. But hey, that's a new zone. Whoa, this is the cage match. Very healthy sport. Oh.
Oh, you must be the Traveler, huh? Sorry, mate, but competitors as strong as you are prohibited from participating. I don't make the rules, mind you, but I was given very specific instructions.
I mean, fair enough.
Convicts value their lives, don't they? I hope you can understand. But we have a game here that'll let you show off your strength, and you'll even earn some credit coupons in the process.
And if we lose the game...
Of course. That's the cruel reality face. Okay, great. The targets in front of you will pop up one after another. You'll need to hit the targets in the same order that they popped up. If you can complete a few rounds in a row with no mistakes, then you'll win credit coupons. But the second you mess up the order, you'll lose. Game over. The game costs 300 credit coupons to have it go. So, you up for it? Thanks for your patronage.
Sheesh.
Now,
This is like Simon says. Sheesh. For the big brain people. Let's go.
Okay, do your best to hit the targets, just like Colin said.
Okay. We can hit wrong targets up to 5 times. Oh, neat. Well, it's like 1 hit and you're out, but no. 5 hits and you're out.
Huh? Yeah.
Wait, this one? Got him.
Your strength really shouldn't be underestimated. Now I get why you're prohibited from participating in any official fights. Nobody who values their life would be willing to get in the ring with you. However, you two haven't tried betting on the outcome of a pancration match yet, have you? Just go talk to Rusimov. Buy a ticket for whichever fight.
Oh no, not the time to gamble. Oh no.
Your support comes out on top.
But
That's normal.
he's got a point. Why don't we give it a try?
Or save your money and put it somewhere
We shouldn't get too carried
more
away.
long-lasting. Meow.
What? I never even picked a boxer before, and you already know about the rules?
Just a
Strong
guess.
fighters. Might as well tell you about it, since you already know that much. Plus, I think you've got the potential to be one of my greatest customers. I think I can let you in a bid. Besides, I don't want to risk ever losing a customer like you.
Is it that serious?
Okay. The hidden rule here is, if you buy both boxers' tickets and support them both, something bad will happen the next morning.
So the rule is that we shouldn't pick both boxers in the same fight. But if anyone actually did that, wouldn't they be guaranteed to lose? Who would do that anyway?
Good question.
What do you mean by something bad will happen?
Let's find out.
How would I know?
Let's find out. We must find
to
out.
do that. But I've heard a story about the rule.
Great detective Tibby Cat must know.
He was a masked boxer who possessed incredible skill and power.
And he wasn't banned from
Opponents even stood a
participating.
chance against him.
Wowee.
However, in the final match, the organizers told him to take off his mask. He refused and never showed up to the fight. And after that, he was never seen again. Some say he died, or that he was taken care of by the event's organizers. But everyone remembers that he was someone who cherished honor. In his eyes, supporting both boxers in a match would dishonor the competition itself.
Whoa.
So you mean it's like a curse? He'll take vengeance on anyone who does that?
What did he look
No,
like?
he was always wearing a mask, like he was intentionally trying to hide his identity. I don't even know anything about his past.
Traveler, do you think that boxer was...
I have not the slightest
You're
clue.
not serious, are you?
But yeah, that's bet on
Here
both.
I was just trying to be nice and warn you, yet here you are trying to break it on purpose?
Yeah, it sounds pretty scary to Paimon.
I like how Traveler is really coming into their own for a change. Taking notes out of the Honkai Star Rail Protect playbook. Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Seems you've made up your mind. Just be sure to protect Paimon, okay?
Betting on both fighters will set you back about 3,000 credit coupons. If you have enough, then
Hey.
give it a try.
The good thing is we get back
Money
like
back to me if
90% or something, or 70%, right? Whatever the cut is. It depends on the odds as well. If you bet on both and I mean, actually, I don't know.
So early today that Paimon's been nodding off
It shouldn't really matter that much, now should it?
Good thing it's finally time for bed.
I guess it depends how you allocate. I mean, if you even get a choice, I guess, if they are so nuanced with the thing. Anyway, hi there, Paimon. Good morning, Paimon. Paimon is Paimon, as usual.
The dawn of a new day. Paimon feels like we're getting used to life as convicts. What do you have planned for...
He is good. It's good to have a couple of credits. I'll take the easy tasks. No more minigame and still get credits. Amazing. It always sounds like there's a chest popping up somewhere. What is going on?
Whoa! Isn't this the super lucky meal? Looks like hard work really does get rewarded.
How many times are we gonna get this one?
Take your time and savor every bite.
Oh man.
What would you like to do this afternoon?
Is this random? Or should we like try not going to work for one time? Anyway, minus 3,000. I bet I got something back.
Are you two here to buy tickets? Better be quick.
Who are the boxers in the next...
We have the reigning champ, Le Grappler, versus a contender from the Eastern Prison Block, Demon Horde.
Are those their nicknames, or did they...
Since you're new around here, I'll help you out and give you a little suggestion. Even though Le Grappler is the crowd favorite, Demon Horde is a first-class dark horse with incredible potential.
Wowee.
For this match, I recommend that you...
Both.
I can tell you're new to
Both.
this, but maybe you don't quite understand the rules.
Both.
Oh, no need.
No need, no need. We take both.
Alright then, if you're...
Yeah, we got it. Just shut up and take...
What is with this attitude, Paimon? Just shut up and take our money.
Looks like we won't get a chance to sleep in as long as we're here.
Hey, Traveler, Paimon. Package here for you. The next time you buy something, go pick it up yourself. I'm not a delivery...
I'm not a delivery. I'm not a delivery.
For us?
I'm not a delivery. Oh man.
Not quite awake
The
yet.
package is a delivery, not me. I'm a TV kid. Meow. This is...
Yesterday we broke the hidden rule and bought tickets for both boxes.
Does it tick? It better not blow up.
Maybe this package is the bad thing that Colin said would happen. Huh? Paimon suddenly feels wide awake. Wait, maybe let Paimon go hide somewhere first. Just call Paimon after.
And Paimon knows what's good.
Paimon's still here. Don't open it.
There's something a little odd inside.
Are you okay? Let Paimon take a peek too. Oh, it's just a small bottle. But the color of the liquid inside looks so wrong. Almost like...
It looks like blood. Wouldn't it like clot after a while?
Alright, that's enough of that. No need to say it out loud. Paimon already knows
I don't know.
what you're trying to say.
Maybe they put some stuff inside. We want to give it a sniff. It could just be colored water.
Ugh, no way! Get that stuff away from Paimon! Paimon thinks we shouldn't open the bottle until we figured out what's going on. Just trust Paimon on this one, okay?
Sure. I'm being assertive for a change.
What do you have planned for us?
Not like we have anything to lose here. How many credits do we get by the way for... we should get our credits back, right? Like 70%? Or were they just trolling us with the potential to actually win some credits? What's going on?
Feels nice to slack off a little.
Did we not win anything? We clearly bet on a winning horse, did we not? Where's our gains? Hello? Hello? We'll have to investigate where our gains are. Meow. That's for sure.
Stand with me.
If there's no way to send it all out, maybe I'll never.
Who are you? We've never seen you before.
I'm not. Of course.
Not a convict.
Then...
Not a convict.
I'm a promoter for Fontico, and I'm usually
Oh, a promoter from
Promoting
Fontico. So what kind of
juicy
ramen do you
drink.
make you?
It better be all natural sweetener, no sugar or something.
I'm.
I don't know. Depends.
It's all because of that.
Although I heard
dude.
inulin is pretty good.
After discussing the company's promotional plans with him, he told me outright that my project was worthless. However, in light of our long history of successful collaboration, I still tried to patiently explain the details. However, to my surprise, he just cut me off while I was speaking. Let me take a moment and recall his
Everything in moderation, maybe. Although it depends. I mean, if you have moderation of all the wrong stuff, I mean, Some people say eat the rainbow. Maybe good. Figure out what works for you as well.
Say no. If anything,
Always throwing some trial and error with your food choices. Big fan.
it seems you don't fully understand the value of
Value of credit coupons.
But as for the latter, only someone
What's this guy's problem?
so breathtakingly stupid that they were completely ignorant of the value of credit coupons, despite living in the underworld, would ever possibly consider buying your drink. Let's just forget it. Anyway, that's how he rejected my proposal and asked me to come up with another solution with the condition that it doesn't cause any trouble for him. Can you believe?
Well, he is the head hon.
Fine, fine. I know I should just let it go.
Alrighty. Great impersonator from the Fonta Corporation. Make us have a bad idea. I mean, a bad view of the dude.
Make my escape.
Hey, yo. My nose still low-key not amazing, but hey, we're making progress here. Meow. What? Are we not on the proper elevation level already? I feel like this is gonna. Wait, it works. We're getting closer. Number of meters got lower. So you owe us money. Somebody owes us money.
Hey, I heard you crazy fools really did it. You bought tickets to support both fighters, didn't ya?
Well, the next day we received a mysterious
Where's our gains?
It is real. You didn't become cursed or anything like that, did ya? Are you both still okay? Wait. Are you sure that it's still you controlling your bodies right now?
Paimon's not sure. What do you think, Traveler? Is Paimon still Paimon?
Well, maybe Paimon's not Paimon. I don't know. I thought Paimon was Paimon, though.
Oh, okay. Well,
You never know.
Yeah, you two don't...
But I mean, Fiona keeps saying it. Paimon is Paimon, so it must be true.
Yet. Still, I
No.
didn't expect you would actually do it. You'd actually throw away coupons like that.
even if we bought tickets like everybody else, it's not like we could hope to earn any coup. When it comes to things like this, it's always the organizer who makes the real profit.
Hey, just what are you trying to imply? The Pancration Ring is an honest business, and we really don't make much from selling tickets. We make so little that even the current tournaments can only be held thanks to funding from the producer of Fanta.
So how much do we get back? 90%? 70%? When do we get our returns? Hello?
The company that manufactures Fonta sponsoring the
We
event.
clearly won.
I thought all of this was
And
because of the
lost.
Duke's support.
Let's just say it's a mutually beneficial arrangement. They reached out to us first, hoping to promote Fonta products in the Fortress of Meropide.
I understand.
Anyway, you try...
Extra good care. Yes, thanks for the consideration. Where is our gains? This guy got him, maybe? No? Wait, where was the guy who was supposed to give us our... Who took our stuff from us, our money? Hello?
Hey, what are these papers?
Is this
scattered
delayed
around?
like a week or a month? The gains? What are they doing with the coupons in the meantime?
Maybe not. Every page has the Fontico symbol on it. Maybe it's some flyers from the company. Okay. But if someone catches us, they could accuse us of trying to steal the company's secrets, couldn't they? Oh, you're right. Guess there's nothing to worry about then. Let Paimon have a look here. Without assistance from the Fontaine Research Institute, development of the new product has been slow, and some researchers on the project have voiced concerns. We have no choice but to let the new product undergo the first phase of promotional trials without a designated name or packaging. We will adjust the direction of future development according to feedback. We have decided to only conduct closed, small-scale... Sure doesn't seem like anything unusual. But let's put these papers back where we found...
Okay. Nothing to be seen here. Okay, I guess they schemassed us, not like this. Reminds me, did we never pick up this thing? This one's on top. Let's see what's good. That shoe off the 7. Where you at? I mean, they don't let us get out here. We'll be done. That could explain that. And I'm not gonna teleport out and try to manually walk all the way. More all the content just waiting for us. Amazing.
We ended up here without even thinking about it. Alright, but remember that we bought this time with coupons, so let's make better use of it now. What is this garbage? Ooh, it looks disgusting. Oh, Paimon misses your cooking. What would
Sorry,
you like to do with
Paimon. We could investigate freeform for a change. No? Reaction zone?
For so long, we're really starting to get... But doing the same thing all the time... Yeah. A mysterious box, a bottle of crimson liquid. Do you have any ideas, Traveler? Really? Well, maybe we'll...
Okay. That seems like a filler option. we got it. Nice.
Okay, so we've
We got
investigated
it.
2 of the hidden rules.
Actually,
I think this
just had to roll over the day.
so many weird things going on.
Who are you calling weird, Paimon? The prison?
Pick up the pace with our investigation, otherwise we'll never get anywhere.
It's been so nice to you. Every second day you get great food. Not the other day though.
Yeah, let's skip work.
More mandatory spending of coupons. Okay. I'll take it. I'm so used to Sayu on that button. Sheesh.
Hey, isn't that vDuck over there?
Hey guys. It's the TV Kit.
Ah. Seeing you at this time must mean you've already saved up a lot of credit coupons. Or at least enough to skip work. Impressive. Very impressive.
So, now can you tell us about the hidden rules you know?
If that's what you want to know, I guess you couldn't have come at a better time.
Huh? What do you mean?
Leonid and those other pesky broke urchins have all gone to work in the production zone. I wouldn't want them listening in without paying up.
We get it, just tell us.
So, you know those pipes that make strange sounds? Don't ever, ever go near them at night. Even if you manage to avoid the guards, you might find something even more terrible there.
Something even more terrible? Like what?
Like a
group
killer
of
squid.
cannibals.
Wait, what?
Cannibals?
What?
In the Fortress of Merit?
No killer squid? What?
Every month, they meet a few times in the dead of night. Rumor has it they might be connected to the people that have disappeared here. But what's even scarier is that they have a special proclivity. Since they have no way to dispose of the leftover remains, they have ways to transform them into other forms and keep them in the fortress forever.
Whoa.
Paimon might already know what you mean by
They're
other
transfiguring
That's what's going on here.
human beings into monstrosities.
So good.
That's really true. There's a chance it's not connected.
You look pretty skeptical. No matter. Learning the truth behind dark secrets isn't necessarily a good thing. I've got things to do too. I suggest you just act like I never told you anything.
Traveler, can we just trust him on this one? Oh, Paimon doesn't want her blood and flesh entombed here for all eternity?
Yeah, no way those cannibals could defeat us in a fight.
So that's how you see the situation. Huh.
Let's
You know,
get
Paimon
ready
does feel that
for another investigation.
its end. vDuck isn't here. But the guys who went to work in the morning are back. Let's go ask them.
Who are these clowns? Why do we have to talk to them?
Listen,
Okay. I mean, reasonable response.
what are you saying?
Just stay.
They're not cooperating.
Their attitude sure is suspicious. Like they're trying to avoid us.
Would they be connected to the cannibals?
But if they're being so obvious about acting weirdly... Oh, this is all getting way too creepy for Paimon.
Man, you know, this is a bit of a dead end here, these guys. Alright, that was the one we wanted, finally.
wielding?
What do you want?
Wielding who?
It's like you ought to be working right now. Catch my drift.
We just want to ask you a simple question. Have you ever discovered anything odd during your nighttime patrols?
Why are you asking about something like that?
It's a
Whatever
simple
happens tonight
thing.
isn't your concern.
That's
All you
why.
need to worry about is getting enough sleep.
Just a simple thing. Detective Paimon, tell them. Just go tell them, Paimon. Yeah, strange noises. Right.
It's a few times every month.
We heard that we hear them, but we haven't actually. But it's like hearing them, isn't it? But not really, actually, at all.
Really? I see. But it's not like I'm on duty every night. And now that you mention it, I recall my colleagues talking about something like that before. They say that strange things tend to happen at night on pipe cleaning days. Lots of us don't willingly take those shifts.
So, what happens at night on pipe cleaning days?
And they just conduct regular cleaning of the fortress's drainage facilities. There are 3 pipe cleaning days per month, and it just so happens that today is one of the scheduled days. You can try to confirm the sounds tonight if you want, and if they're real, then I can report the issue to my superiors for you.
Oh, okay. Then we'll keep
If that's all, then I'll be leaving now.
Man, what a coincidence.
on any time added to our sentence.
Detective Paimon on the case. Maybe Paimon should go alone and tell me how it went. Meow.
Pipe cleaning days he... Right. Both are...
I mean, I think we're gonna go there and find out. Simple enough.
Make my...
And no, we won't let Paimon hanging here. That was just a joke.
Make my...
Meow. Just a little prank.
I'm so tired. But we can't sleep yet. They'll be cleaning the pipes tonight, so it's the perfect chance for us to investigate. Huh? Traveler? Did you fall asleep already?
Whoa, what did you do, Traveler? Oh, we have the vision. Of the vision that we don't own. Let's go. Really sneaking around. Oh, that's different. Gotta go fast. Wait a minute.
Traveler, come on, wake up!
Is that like... Is that like a secret escape?
Oh, it looked like you were
With
just...
all the plantation and so on.
Well, what did you see this time? Really?
I'll escape via the pipes.
Okay, well, it's about time for us to get moving. Just...
The pipes of rumor are beckoning.
Shh, careful. We'll get in trouble if the guards catch us.
So we go where the line points us to. And dodge the dude.
This should be the place.
I know you. You were the ones we saw.
Huh. You've got guts showing up here. You know who we are, right?
No clue.
You'd better leave now. Ain't nobody coming here to save you.
Who in the world are you guys to tell me that?
What'd you say?
Yeah.
Oh, they were the rumor mongers. I see.
We can make those rumors a reality at any time.
Whoa.
Hey, what's the point of all those rumors anyway?
I don't have to tell you anything. If you turn around, go back to the dormitories, and act like you never saw anything, then I'll pretend that you never showed up here.
Yeah, scram. Nothing worth seeing here. Huh?
Something calling me.
Isn't that exactly
to
what
go.
Boss said when he left?
Wait, child is boss? Ooh.
Do you know our boss? Whoa,
Ah.
we had no idea our boss was such a big deal.
He's such...
He's kept his identity a
What is
secret.
it? He's such a big deal? What? No, he's just our buddy. What's
Did
going
you come
on?
here to find us?
Oh, so your child's crew here? Seems like he had no problem fitting in.
We're the only ones who heard him say those words when he left that night. So unless he somehow told you those exact same words after that... All right. I guess that's proof enough for
I'm glad to not have to beat up these folks.
Wow.
For a change.
You sure come in handy.
We gave him the business for a while, and would always give him a hard time when he first came to the Fortress of Meripede. But here in the fortress, the strong will always earn respect. He was working the longest hours and racking up wins in the Pancration Ring. You could always see how amazing he was, even when he was teaching us a lesson. So eventually, we all decided to follow him.
But one day, he suddenly told us that he had to find a way to escape this place, no matter the cost. He said it was because he heard that call again. And as his crew, if the boss wants something, then it's our job to get it done. So, we got to work and used the hidden rules that were here to make up. We just wanted to give him a better chance of escaping on a night after the pipes had been cleaned.
Oh, thanks to your rumor, nobody would want to come anywhere near here, prisoner or guard. But has a child already escaped? Why are you all still coming here after...
Because as far as we know, the pipe he went into isn't actually an exit. It should be a dead end.
Whoa.
It leads to an abandoned factory area, and even if there were a way to escape from there into the sea, we're still way too deep. No one could ever reach the surface alive. But Boss still insisted on going in. It's like he was obsessed about it. So we told him that we'd pretend as if he never existed while he was gone. And that if he wanted to come back, he should wait for nighttime on a pipe cleaning day. That way, we could meet him here and help cover the whole thing up.
So you come and wait here through the night a few times a month just because of that promise?
But how is he gonna survive out there in a dead end?
But it's been so long now. We already know in our hearts that he must have managed to
Yeah,
escape
exactly.
Is it also possible that something unfortunate happened to him?
Nothing could ever defeat Boss or slow him down.
Okay. Paimon was just brainstorming possibilities.
somehow. All right. Keep quiet and follow us.
I mean, I would be thinking this is gonna be pretty linear. But yeah, let's take a tour. I think there.
The way up from here has been sealed off. It's impossible to get through. Boss left by going down from here. It wasn't full of water. Later, we came back hoping to have a look. That's when we found out it had been completely flooded.
Well, good thing we got our diver's license.
It's impossible to navigate unless you're an extremely skilled diver.
Do you think Child got trapped by the water?
Not likely. We all know that
That's
Boss
the
was
state shoe of the
incredible.
7.
Really? Then have him come investigate. Pronto.
It's getting late. We should leave.
Yeah, we learned a lot about what happened to Child. We finally learned some key information.
We're gonna share our intel
Work is finally
with
starting
Linny
to
and
pay
Lynette,
off.
though.
When you said you knew a diver, you were talking about Fremine, right? If
I
we ask
mean,
Linny, he'll definitely
I forgot that
know.
guy's down here too. Good point, Paimon. Big brain
Why
Paimon.
is Child like this? What was he doing going into the pipes? Fortunately, though, it seems like now that we can finally relax,
Alrighty. Wait. Did the quest just begin, or did we...
Morning already?
What? Is that the beginning of the third quest, or the end? I'm so confused. Anyway, that is the next chapter in the adventure.
Huh? Wait, look over there! It's one of Linny's cards!
You're right.
What Paimon's you? Maybe you haven't heard, but today is the monthly free day. Everyone has the day off today, which makes it the perfect time to do some investigating. It's been a while since we last talked. Have you been making any progress lately? Let's meet at our usual spot in the factory area before lunchtime. I have new Ooh, today's our lucky day. We have the day off. From the sound of it, Lenny's been making progress with his investigation. Wonder what he's discovered. We still have some time before we meet up. Let's talk with the people here for a bit more before we go.
Alright, yeah, so Act 3 done, Act 4 beginning. To the stars shining in the... whatever it said. Alrighty. Picking up all those achievements. I like the sound effect on those, that's one of the nicer parts about these. I don't really care about actually getting them, but I like the sound effect. Anyway, just a moment. Alrighty, we're back. It feels like the plants are thinking it's spring already. What in the world? Not complaining, but it's clearly not spring. Whoa, don't rip in a cutscene. What are you doing? What are you doing, Sayu? What you learned?
Let's listen in on the conversation.
Sneaky listener. Heavy catch.
If you ask me, those pompous parasites on the surface act like they're all a bunch of aristocrats. Do any of them give half a hoot about a bunch of dogs like us?
Hey, speak for yourself, mate.
You think
I'm no dog, I'm a cat.
If you're here
on the internet,
you're just a convict like the
Maybe.
rest of us. I've heard that even if you're released after serving your sentence, going back to life on the surface ain't any better. Once a criminal, always a criminal. We're marked for life.
I don't buy that.
Hey, how cool would it be if the whole world was destroyed by a giant flood and everyone had to start over from nothing?
Whoa.
Bilgewater are you spewing? I have family up there. You best shut your sewer hole with talk like that. Listen, things ain't so great on the surface, but who says that you have to leave? I've heard that you can still stay here and work even after you've served your sentence. Not bad if you ask me. Who wants to live in the ruddy overworld anyway?
And what makes you think they'd want to hire someone like you? That's one of the great mysteries of the universe, how someone as useless as you is so confident.
Whoa. Sounds like they're really unhappy about the overworld. Speaking of which, Paimon never heard anyone use the words overworld or underworld when we were living up there. Is it only something the inmates down here say? That's true.
Grab yourself a welfare meal.
Alrighty. So there's the underworld, and then there is the other underworld, but only in this one they refer to it as the underworld.
Our bond is strong. Got a dash.
You recall the secret hideout of the lady with yellow hair? Yeah. I had pretty much the underworld vibes too. Although I guess it was more temporary than this accommodation.
Yeah, you! Say, do you like playing card games? You know, like Genius Invocation TCG?
You TCG players are like mint in the wild, literally sprouting up everywhere.
Alrighty.
Hey, come on now. What's wrong
I
with
haven't played
finding
that one in a
fellow
hot
PC
minute.
aficionados? All right. No pressure.
But why would you be looking for people to play Genius Invocation in a place like this? Don't people usually come here to fight?
Whether you're throwing down cards or throwing punches, it's all a competition, isn't it? It's all the same in my eyes. There are lots of card players here in the fortress. When I saw you, I immediately thought, hey, even outsiders from other nations play cards. So I came over to say hi. Sure.
Great! Since you've been here longer than us, you need to flex your seniority a little bit, right? Maybe you could start by telling us newcomers some stories about this place.
I'm on persuasion level through the roof.
I thought you would have already heard everything by now. All right, then. Did you have anything specific in mind? Or do you want me to just pick it?
Why don't you pick? We'll let you know if we've heard it already.
All right. Have you heard any strange rumors since you've been? Did you know that there are some people who are always gossiping over in the corner? There are two guys who are always skulking around in the corners of corridors gossiping. The bigger guy is Quisto, and the skinny one is Lavaroon. People call them the Bombshell Bros.
Oh, it's like Draven and Darius. Meow.
It's pretty much just the same stuff that I hear about when I'm at work every day. If you're interested, you can go talk with them. They tend to talk a lot of nonsense, but they aren't exactly bad.
Good to know. Do you have anything else to tell us?
Let me think. Sounds like you want to hear something a little more tantalizing. Oh, did you know that the Duke was also a convict in the fortress of Meripede before?
Ooh.
Wait, are you serious?
That's right. The Duke was an inmate just like you and me. Seems he was exiled here for committing some crime. Who knows how he ended up rising up to become the warden, though. To go from an ordinary inmate to becoming the manager of the whole place? I'm not gonna lie, I kinda respect that. A forbidden zone? Sounds like something that someone just made up. I've never heard of that. Where did you hear about it?
It's just a rumor we've been hearing, but no worries if you've never heard of it. Do you have anything else you can tell us?
Anything else? Not that I can think of, but I'll be sure to tell you anything interesting I hear next time. You'll have to play a game of Genius Invocation with me first, though.
I don't see him on the map of players. Yeesh. Where are all the players at? Well, maybe later. Wait a minute.
Looks kind of cozy in here. Nap time.
That's not what I expected to happen. Just slap the thing in a pipe.
There's a group of people over there. Let's go listen in.
Give me that intel.
That's not a faucet. Hey, who are you two?
Oh, sorry for...
Yeah, we're just random people, you know.
Something private.
Random people.
What's the matter?
You're so random, don't worry about it. Yeah, join the fun, let's go.
It's okay for them to just interrupt us like that.
Meow. Thanks, you guys are really nice. Wowee!
Quisto, what nice!
Your expressions tell me you're looking to hear some juicy info, am I right?
Yeah.
Just so happens.
I keep it juicy.
Really? Are we that famous?
You're kidding. How often does anyone get a personal tour led by His Grace himself? Practically everyone was talking about it. Word has it that you also caused quite the kerfuffle.
A little mistake, huh? I like the way you put it.
Yeah.
People with a good attitude can join our group anytime, unlike some of the others here.
Seems like such a kind person.
This is Lavaroon. People usually call us the Bombshell Bros.
Oh,
We're not playing with bombs.
not quite like Darius and Draven. Not quite.
And we blow minds on the regular.
Loads of information.
Really like to gossip? Whew, you sure know how to embellish.
No. You don't get it. Knowing intelligence will make things better for you here. For example, knowing who's working with whom, who has the latest rumors, who's not getting along. Wouldn't you like to know all that? Whoa, all this info's worth something, you know? You should prove you're worthy of it.
I don't mind him. Quisto's always this way. Just play nice and say something to massage his ego. The welfare meals. Talk about the welfare meals.
Right. That meal we had yesterday was super delicious. Paimon can still taste it whenever she closes her eyes.
Is that so? To tell you the truth, I've been helping out with making those welfare meals. I've been working as a kitchen assistant for about a month and a half now.
Whoa, so he must know.
You're the one who made those delicious steaks.
Those delicious purple steaks. Ooh. Talk about the purple steaks. Come on.
I am a true professional. In fact, I even went to culinary school.
Nice.
Since you like my cooking, I guess that means we share similar tastes. Listen carefully. This little bombshell will help you learn what's really going on here in the fortress. Listen, kids. The power structure within the fortress is quite complicated. The overworlders couldn't care less about us down here. We're basically dogs to them. You've already met the one person here you should never cross, the Duke, Risley. He knows more than you think. And if he doesn't care about something, then he often doesn't bother dealing with it.
Those who have the Duke's attention get all kinds of special perks. Even better treatment in the infirmary.
I know who you mean. It's that Jurier character, right? I don't think there's anything useful about him at all. Why does he visit the infirmary practically every day? Is it normal for anyone to be going in and out of there so often? If you ask me, he's just faking it to get out of work.
But did you know that Jurier was a talented researcher from the Fontaine Research?
I don't care if he was a researcher that could turn dirt into Mora. Once you're in the Fortress of Meripede, you're just another inmate like everybody else.
Alrighty. I like how they put it on a silver platter. The intel you're supposed to take note of. Yeah, why thank you.
Speaking of which, the last time I saw him, he was passing by.
I'll keep that one in mind.
I also heard they started arguing in the library and got into a fight, right? Guess that's just how terrible of a guy he is.
You mean he hit a woman? Wow, I never imagined he was that bad.
But that Lorvine's also quite the odd one, you know? She's always gabbing away, got into a fight with a man, and she also got sent to the infirmary. Come to think of it.
Wait a second. You don't think...
Do you think could it be that they're secretly meeting there to go on dates? But it's really hard to imagine.
After all, I do remember seeing Lorvine beat Jurier to a pulp that one time. And we might be overthinking things.
I can't remember those names, excuse me.
Okay, we've talked to just about everyone, and it's about time for us to go meet Linny.
Linny!
If the party left us, we should go meet him in the production zone.
Linny, go save us! We have no clue! Meow! Great Detective Linny! Wait a minute. We can go down here? No, that's just water here. Can we dive here? Nope, what a joke. I thought this is the water town. There is an elevator down somewhere, somehow, though. This is... If you're already on the ground floor, then there's one more. More grounded floor. Exactly. Oh, we can... No, this is... I don't think this is it. Or is it? I might have to try this. This is not it. Apparently. Clearly.
I'm out of here.
Well, easy enough. Found an elevator. Sounds like it could be right out of Time Splitters 2. From the Western level. Man, that was a fun and fast-paced co-op shooter and arena shooter. Also on the GameCube. Wait a minute. Oh man. I could have teleported here all along. Wait, no, never mind. How are we supposed to get up there? What in the world? First we go down, then we go up. Wait a minute, don't blow anything up now, Lenny. What are you thinking of doing? Careful now. We got something.
That look in your eyes. You found something?
A little something, yeah.
Hey, this is no time to be modest. Just tell him we found a...
Paimon.
As expected of the legendary
No.
duo, you have my full and undivided attention. Huh. I'd have never guessed that myself. The rumors swirling about this place are unreliable after all, and Master Child probably went missing because he found a way out. He is a harbinger after all. I suppose he's much more resourceful than I initially gave him. Unfortunately, this isn't enough for our final report to Father. We need to find out Master Child's exact whereabouts. Father told me that even though Master Child said he was just coming to Fontaine for a vacation, he actually had some personal reasons. His agenda might be linked to his disappearance.
His escape route is already flooded, so we'll have to task someone with professional diving skills to...
Well, when you put it that way...
Bingo!
Ramine.
She's working today. Coming here as a group would have attracted too much. It's the least I can do. We're all in this together, so it's only... Honestly, I'm far more impressed by you guys managing to collect all this information right under Risley's watchful eyes.
Risley? It's Risley. I still call him Risley. I'm sorry, but not sorry.
Information has always been our strong point.
Now, let me think. To find out more information...
Oh yeah, maybe I'll call him Risley from time to time.
Child's original route. And if he's to do that, he'll have to set out on the next pipe cleaning day at the earliest. That's 6 days from now. And after that, he'll probably take another 2 or 3 days to return.
You can even estimate how long it'll take for him to get back?
We've been working together for a traveler. What say you to meeting...
This is too much big brain. Let's meet in 9 days. Yes, yes.
Fremonet's no...
Everything will come together in time.
Well, I won't call it... Listen carefully. You'll
Not
to find
easy,
an excuse to get into the
but not
infirmary,
hard.
Investigate the room and you've mentioned investigate the internal...
Yes, got it.
Also,
Got
there's no
it.
need to take risks. Don't forget, safety always comes first.
You only say that because we're an amateur.
I'd never consider you to be an amateur. Didn't you say it yourself? It's always been your strong suit.
I'm not even sure, mate. What am I talking about here? Meow.
So, please prove your prowess to me once again.
All right, then we'll head out as soon as we finish our prep.
Let's go our separate ways for now, then.
9 days. A pin in it. Okay, 9 days later. Got him. Whoa, it's a cutscene.
Hey, stay here for now.
What
Paimon
the-
will take a peek. There seem to be several people inside.
Semi-cutscene. That was nice. Put some camera work into practice.
It's not impossible.
It's a bit hard to understand them from here. So, why don't we just try to talk to them in person? Let's go.
Yeah, let's just ask them what they're up to. Yes. So we got a stink potion. Alright. Alright. Alright.
Whoa, are you okay?
Whoa.
What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before you begin.
I mean, that must have been a pretty smelly potion, that's for sure.
Traveler started complaining of a stomachache, and then nausea, and then collapsed onto the ground.
Wait, did she drink it? What's going on?
Limbs, twitching fingers, and let me take a look.
Oh no.
Over here.
What have you done?
Don't worry.
This is safe.
Bed safely. Here.
What have you done?
Walk slowly. You can do it, Traveler! Don't apologize. You're sick after all. Now, please relax. I'm just going to do a preliminary checkup on you. My checkup has confirmed that she's not in any mortal danger.
Alright, I don't think she drank that stuff.
First fear out of the way. Eh? Oh, that's good. I'll continue my diagnosis of the patient now. Don't sense serious damage to your organs either. And here? Huh? But based on my initial check
Oh no.
out here, I understand. So that's what it is. I think you just ate something that disagreed with you. That's all. Nothing too serious. Outside of
Alrighty, well, whatever it is. We got through this part. No problem.
Thank goodness it's not anything more serious. And there have been other inmates complaining about the food recently. Congratulations! The health risk is incredibly low, so you should recover. Miss Levine, I'll have to trouble you to help me look after this new.
Very well.
Oh, it's the lady from the room order.
Just like.
Hello. So how are you feeling now?
Her stomach aches really bad. She was stumbling about the whole way here.
If Miss Sijuin says it's not a serious problem, then there's no need to worry.
But it also looks like she's the only medic.
Well, that's true.
What do you mean, that's true? That's really misrepresenting the situation. Of course I can't speak for the whole fortress, but it's not like everyone imprisoned here is useless. Though they may have committed crimes and gotten locked up here as a result, they still know a thing or two about medicine, and—
Yeah, you're right. But did you have to lecture me about it in front of another patient? Aren't you a patient too? Where did all your energy—
that's correct.
What's going on here?
You two also sick?
We've been sick a while. I come back every once in a while for checkups, and to pick up the medicines Miss Sijuin prescribes for us. That's just the nature of chronic illnesses. As for her, you could say she fancies herself as Miss Sijuin's capable helper because she learned a bit of medical knowledge ages ago.
Please watch your mouth, Mr. Jurier.
Don't forget that you are the primary reason I have frequent heart palpitations.
Hey, don't start arguing now. Please, keep it civil at least.
I move with the hatch on the ground? What?
Release. It's way too early for us to even think about that. And who the heck knows if we'd even be able to continue our previous lives?
Yeah, it might be a treasure chest.
Please allow me to end this boring and useless conversation. Oh, and Mr. Jurier, I don't want to see your face here again anytime soon.
And same to you, Miss Lorvine. Anyway, that was more than enough rest for me, so I'm going to get out of this excessively noisy place. See you later.
He just slowly walked off like that?
That's just what he's like. I'm sorry you had to see all of that. I'm Lorvine, and that's... Well, his name is Jurier, but I hope you'll never have cause to remember his name.
You really can't stand him, huh?
I mean, can you blame me? Who would like someone who's as arrogant and obsessed with weird research topics as he is? But there's no need to keep dwelling on him. I'll accompany you two for a while. Miss Seashween should be back soon, and I'm sure you'll feel better as soon as you've had some of her medicine. No.
I'm back! Did you rest like you promised?
Kinda.
Thank you for getting our medicine, Miss Seashween.
That was a bit of a scene there.
Did you all cooperate with your bed rest? I trust that nobody got up to walk around. Good. Here, this should be 2 days' worth of medicine for you. Take 1 pill now, and then continue your bed rest. Miss Lorvine, I left in a bit of a hurry just now. Do you still remember if we discussed the color of the pill that you should be taking today?
I remember. You said it should be yellow.
Yellow, huh? I understand. These are yours. Please, make sure to go to bed early after taking them tonight. You'll benefit from a good night's sleep.
Okay. So it's not clear that Sigwin actually recalled telling her and actually recalled what she would have told her if she thought about it. You know what I mean? Interesting.
All right, then
So she organized herself some yellow pills, whatever that means. Potentially. Taking advantage of the Melusine brain, or what is going on here.
I'm going to fill
Maybe
out
I'm
your medical
overthinking
record
things,
now.
though.
You're widely known as the
Still.
Traveler, right? I just want to double check a few details, if that's all right with you.
Fascinating, one way or another.
Quite the commotion just now, so why don't we let the Traveler rest? Paimon can answer the questions instead. So her primary symptoms are abdominal pain, with secondary symptoms of nausea. That's it. All right then. Is there anything we should know besides to take the meds? No, her base constitution is quite good, so I'm sure she'll recover quite quickly after taking the medicine. Please, make sure to stick to bland or less stimulating foods, and don't stay up too late at night. Got it. Paimon will hold the Traveler to that for sure. Oh, you're going to take a nap already? Okay then, you get some rest. We've been to lots of places together. She may look a bit under the weather now, but she's actually super strong.
Man, Paimon is tiny.
Oh, so you're the best of companions. Well, don't worry, she'll recover soon.
Nice.
How do you feel? You slept for a really long time, but we never left. Well, now you can go back without a worry in the world. Remember to take your meds regularly, and remember bland foods. Thank you, Miss Sejuin. Seems like a lot of people have been coming down with an upset stomach lately. I'll need to address that.
Fascinating. Oh, we gotta go up. Here's a trick. It's called the elevator. I hope this works. Yes, yes, very nice. I mean, who needs an elevator? You know what I mean. Anyway.
Make my escape. You really are something. To be able to fall asleep like that and even sleep talk the entire time, you scared Paimon half to death!
Wait, you were sleep talking?
No, but you kept mumbling things along the lines of, Pyron, go take my grilled fish and put down the Adeptus Temptation now! Paimon talked with Sejuin the entire time you were asleep. She seems like she's just a sincere nurse, and Paimon didn't notice anything unusual in the room. Are you sure we're not going off track with the infirmary?
Questions.
You really are super thorough. All those tiny little suspicious things that Paimon didn't even pick up on. We've got to give the info to Linny.
Disguise? That was a disguise? What? Anyway, can we do this diving adventure now? I'm ready for some diving.
Let's go meet up with Linny.
And leave the mystery of the infirmary for another day.
Did you two run into any trouble over the past few days?
No, we just worked our shifts according to the schedule. Nothing weird happened.
That's good. That means you didn't raise any suspicions when you infiltrated the infirmary. We've taken a look at the slip you've sent. Fremine successfully left the grounds via the pipes 2 days ago, and as of last night, Lynette has also infiltrated the infirmary after faking an illness.
Wait, why is she getting involved as well?
You already went above and beyond when you scoped out the infirmary. To put it more bluntly, even if we were to view that as something you did in exchange for Fremine's help, you've already done more than enough. Infiltrating a guarded stronghold is a different kind of job from a one-off investigation. We want to avoid using the same faces over and over and reduce the amount of suspicion that will fall on any given person. Lynette also felt like you have already taken the first
Good
step
thinking
forward, so
there.
She should be the one to finish the job.
So that's what Lynette thinks. Oh, Paimon hopes everything's going well for her.
Then, let's go check on Lynette before Fremine returns. If everything went well, then she should be wrapping up her investigation right about now.
Is now really
according to my observations, Sigewinne always spends around half an hour away from the infirmary right before lunch. Lynette knows this as well, so this should be a good time to meet up with her. Also, I'm her brother, remember? It's only natural for an older brother to care about his younger sister's well-being.
Okay, then let's head over right away.
Lynette should be here right now. Huh. Strange. Lynette?
As expected, Sigewinne isn't here, but why isn't Lynette here?
Could she have found the lead?
No, Lynette rarely deviates from the plan. We agreed that if she were to make changes on the fly, she'd find a way to let me know. Unless...
Let's see if there are any clues around here. We can look while we wait for her.
Okay.
Books.
There are some books here and a few files. Advanced. These sure are some interesting books. Who knew? She even has books on understanding people's motivations and feelings. Is it because she's a Melusine? Or does she have a need to understand her patient's emotional state?
Seems quite normal to me. These are skills that would come in handy for a nurse from time to time.
Yep.
None of the beds have any signs of having been slept in. Except that one over there.
That's the one Lynette must have used, right? You said she was pretending to be sick.
She would have said her migraine was having a particularly bad flare-up. Generally speaking, the head nurse would then ask her to lie down and rest, while she left to retrieve the medication. Which means...
Unmade bed?
The nurse didn't return the entire time from when Lynette laid down up until she left the bed, or... the nurse intentionally left it this way.
But why? But why? Oh yeah, the hatch.
Ah, this is it! We saw it before!
Wait, this thing? It doesn't look like it's been disguised that well.
Probably an active fuse then.
The space behind it is empty. From its size, I don't think it's an entrance that is meant to be taken apart. There's probably a mechanism around here. Could Lynette have tried to get inside? But if that... let's look around here for some more clues.
He's starting to panic, oh no.
Hey, you guys, there's a...
Man, it is a spicy situation.
A slip of paper.
While you think about it.
It's right over here, and there's a bunch
Oh, so she left something behind.
Out of respect for your usual practices, I'll use a piece of paper or card as the medium to pass on my message. You may consider this as me giving you my best regards.
This is...
It's a code.
The back.
It's a code.
Show me. Now!
What's on the back? What?
That look on your face. Paimon's reading it. Would you care to guess where Miss Lynette of the Fatui could be right now? No. Could she have... Is she already...
Writhsley. Did he deliberately leave the infirmary unguarded to use...
Wait.
As a bait?
He was aware of our goals from the very beginning? But why? We didn't run into any trouble last time, and he also never reached out to us since.
Why would he choose to act during our second infiltration attempt instead of the first?
Yes. That is a crucial question.
Not clear what his goals is.
He doesn't do anything without a clear goal or reason. So this means he had no concerns about your activities from the very beginning.
Yes.
You're not from the same camp as us. You were sent down here by Nervulette, so you have no conflict of interest with Writhsley. We're a completely different story, though.
Why didn't he go after you as well?
I'd like to know that, too. Why did he only go after her? Don't panic. Just think everything over. I have to stay calm. Wait, you're right. Wait, but that means the fact that Fremine was able to leave the grounds. Could Wriothesley have let him go as well?
But what does he gain by letting Fremine leave like that?
He made them both disappear? What?
So he's challenging me and trying to provoke me, I'm sure of it. We never should have sent out Fremine. We had to go through all that trouble to find an opening to sneak him around the guards and into the pipe, and we even thought luck was on our If Wriothesley let him leave on purpose, then he's probably in a terrible spot now as well.
Lenny's getting more and more panicked. We have to calm him down. Don't be like this, Lenny. Fremine wouldn't have left if we hadn't told you about Child. That was our...
No. I'm the leader of this operation, and I'm the one responsible for this team. I was the one who failed to protect them.
How about this? They're probably all safe. And this is like just an idea, you know what I mean? Because they can disappear and be with Child and whatever, and we just get to see about our own prospects here. Focus on that one.
I'll go talk
That's a rash choice.
Hey, don't be reckless!
Yeesh.
I simply cannot allow Lynette to be abducted again. I have to go.
Oh, so it's personal. I see. I see. So this is probably according to plan for Wriothesley. I mean Wesley. I can't really hold the name in my head. What's going on? Yeah, her name's Sigewin. That's Sigwin, according to one person at least. Whoa,
I feel like we still have
she's smiling. Interesting. He heard everything. What is going on?
Require extensive testing.
What is going on?
Very well. Then please be mindful of the time. Huh?
Is someone?
Pack everything up. Whoever's outside is eavesdropping. They'll probably come in once we stop talking. Someone! Please help! She's sick!
Whoa, are you okay?
So who's plotting what and with who?
These two. As expected, they've already found this place. Oh, they are quite sharp. What a delightful turn of events. I like smart people, but I also like playing dumb. I like the feeling of being trusted. Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before you begin. Being able to read human expressions is quite the useful skill. Wait! Wait!
Oh man.
It's no use. We have to catch up to him.
That metal scene. That's a sneaky one.
Out of sight. How is he so fast? Let's go head him off at Wriothesley's office.
Yeah, we just go here and there's the office, which we accidentally walked into before, and there was nothing to be had there at that time. I didn't really look for chests though.
Aren't we at an administrative office space? Why don't you at least try to follow even a couple rules from the fortress's indoor management regulations?
What did you do to my sister?
I ran into the young miss at the infirmary. I'd heard that she was suffering from quite the migraine, so I decided to invite her over for a cup of tea. I do have some teas in my collection that can work wonders against such an illness.
Stop joking around! Where did you take my sibling?
I have also heard that your performances are quite the spectacle. Miss Lynette would sometimes enter a box filled with water, only to emerge the next second from another place altogether. Maybe she'll appear behind you right now if you were to turn your head.
Is he trying to trick me into turning my head? No, he's probably not looking to attack me right now. All of the hostages are in his hands, and he's even in the mood for small talk. That means Lynette is probably still alive. You knew we were investigating the infirmary from the start, so you deliberately aroused the Traveler's suspicions and baited us into continuing our investigation, just so that you'd be able to kidnap Lynette. As for Fremine, no, you probably didn't even interfere with Child's escape.
I mean,
So you could purge the
I like that side there. It's like, you don't need to tell him everything he already knows. You can just both play them for a bit, depending on the goals of Risley. It is a name, alright? It's a name.
There was no need to do so. The Fortress of Meripede is a pretty pleasant place. Most people enjoy their lives here. The only ones who act differently are those with personal agendas. It was quite easy to identify your colleagues.
I guess now is the time to talk this through.
You removed our original members and spread the news of Child's escape so Father would assign our team to come down and investigate. Fremine has also fallen into your hands, right? If you're oh so omnipotent and so in control, why would you need hostages?
One correction. Lynette is in my hands right now, but Fremine is not.
He's not? What do you really want?
Ninny!
Oh, wonderful. Everyone is here, so I'll only need to say this once. Thank you so much for cooperating with me.
You are welcome.
Eager and to the point, I see. Alas, only Miss Lynette is currently having a cup of the fortress's finest tea. Although, as per your original plan, Mr. Fremine should also have returned to the fortress by now. But he has neither shown up within my gates, nor has he been taken into any kind of custody. So where do you think he may be right now?
Wait, you can't mean you locked him outside in the sea?
I closed the fortress's gate to the outside world. That's all.
Fremine's a star diver, so he should be fine, right?
No, we're still here, so he definitely tried to find a way to come back for us. So we can't assume he might have made a break for the surface.
But why would I do this, you may be asking? To have an audience with you, of course. My intel tells me that Mr. Linney is a great magician, so it's only natural for me to want to have some cards of my own when it comes to negotiating. Besides, I do recall you mentioning to Miss Lynette that you've always wanted to have a face-to-face meeting with the Lord of the Fortress of Meripede, regardless of whether it was in a personal or a professional capacity. Well, you got your wish.
So, you've been keeping tabs on us before we even set foot in the fortress.
Some of my folks just happened to hear a thing or two, that's all. In any case, I will be straight with you. I was willing to play dumb and turn a blind eye, so we had a pleasant few days playing games together here. But once you started focusing on the Forbidden Zone, all of that changed. Mr. Linney, the cards are stacked against you right now. Miss Lynette is in my hands, and Mr. Fremine is still slowly being pickled out there in the brine. You know just as well as I that he cannot last out there forever. You need do but one thing to guarantee their safety. I would like you to contact your superior, and ideally invite her over for a cup of tea with me.
You want to see Father? But why should she bother giving you an audience?
Well, if she cares for the well-being of her dearest children, she should have plenty of motivation to join me for a parents' evening. I've heard that the bonds between the members of the House of the Hearth are like the bonds of family. I don't see why she would refuse.
Why did you think Father sent us to handle the Fortress of Meripede? This place is basically a no-man's land. It wouldn't be fitting for anyone as important as a Harbinger like Father to come here in person.
Oh, I see. So it's because she doesn't care for my place here. That's such a shame. After all, I've amassed quite the tea collection. I was looking forward to sharing it with her. Both Monsieur Neuvillette and Lady Farina have already received many samples as gifts.
Was this the extent of your master plan to get to Father? No matter how much pressure you may put on me, I won't allow you to use us to blackmail her.
I mean, she wouldn't even play that game. So the real question is, what is his real... Like, what does he want to negotiate about? What does he have that's actually a bargaining chip with Harbinger?
You people really are different.
And what's his goals?
All I'm asking for is a face-to-face conversation. Does she truly have no interest in the fortress?
Like, we gotta give him that. That's probably true, right?
Mr. Linney, you have one last chance to invite your father here. If you refuse,
Like, the thing is, it's not easy to just get it set up with a Fatui Harbinger, so all of this scheming, it actually may just amount to him having some sort of interesting proposal for her. It's entirely reasonable as a possibility. Of course, it's not guaranteed, but let's see.
Instead of asking why I'm doing this, why don't you try to see things from my perspective for a second? From the very beginning, the Fatui has been actively infiltrating my fortress. I gave you a warning by cutting off the first few operatives I found, but that only caused you to double down. Had you given up on the fortress then and there, I'd have no reason to want to talk.
I mean, but you had the Fatui Harbinger in there, so you gotta expect that much. Don't be a fool now.
Mr. Fremenet left
Playing
the fortress
dumb.
on his own, and Miss Lynette tried to pry out my secrets right in front of me.
Aw, man. Double dealing again, isn't
The
he?
responsibility for this falls on you.
I shouldn't ask Father to do anything because of us.
6, 5,
Wait,
2, 1. Time's up. It really is a shame, Mr. Linney.
Risley!
Negotiations have broken down. Please leave, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for my afternoon tea.
Yeah, listen to the Traveler. If you can't talk to Linny, can you at least talk to us?
You do realize that I'm only letting you go because of Neuvillette, yes? You're here helping him out, and I've already done my best to stay out of your way. But that doesn't mean you can just do whatever you want. The fortress may be small and remote, but it still has its own...
Well, gonna be a bit greedy here. Fremenet, Lynette, and Child. I wanna save all of them.
And how about this?
Not like it should be against his interests.
You've spent quite some time investigating my home turf by now, so why don't you tell me a thing or two about what you found?
Nah, he wants intel.
I'll ask you 3 questions.
What?
Answer all of them correctly, and I'll agree to your request. Question 1.
He's just testing us. He already knows this
Regarding
stuff.
the hidden rules of the production zone? What is the truth behind the one about not being allowed to work for 3 days in a row?
Well, we have this hypothesis that the Melusine lady has produced the meat, the spicy meat, the purple meat, and she probably doesn't want people to overwork themselves, so yeah. Who will see it if you keep working continuously?
We often see Miss Sijuin observing the prisoners at work.
Yes. Under what circumstances does the strange meat appear?
I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before lunch. But
Oh. She's seeing it. Does the strange meat appear the way it does?
these internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged... The Fonta promoter has been struggling.
Quanta as a ruse.
The research notes said that the Melusine race... According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because...
Let's put the book in here.
Notes said that the...
Yeah, got him first try. Easy peasy. I mean, I have a hypothesis. It's all about the Melusine lady after all. Yeah. But the room was to manage the workforce.
The hidden rule of the production zone. People are not supposed to work 3 days in a row, and if they do, they'll get strange meat in their welfare meal. At first we thought this strange meat must have something to do with the people who disappeared, but in reality, they were all prepared by...
Hey, we get to demonstrate that we understand the good effort that the leadership here puts into managing this place.
visits the production
At
zone
least
to
with this
observe the
one.
workers' health and makes a note of anyone who has worn
Not bad, not bad.
3 full days of work.
This is so much smarter and logical than everything to do with the previous thing with the court case, honestly.
Sense of duty as the head nurse, as well as her genuine concern for the workers' health, Sijuin visits the cafeteria right before lunch and
even cooks an extra dish for those who can use the stamina boost. Sigewinne has only the best intentions with her surprise gift, and doesn't want anyone to find out about what she does.
Oh wait. However, it's not supposed to incapacitate them, but maybe it does.
Unfortunately, Melusines as a race perceive the world differently from humans, and
That makes sense too.
sense of aesthetics is even more alien to us. The recipients of her lovingly prepared special meals cannot taste the care within and usually just freak out. Are we on the right track?
Not bad. You've uncovered Sigewinne's secret and even guessed her intentions correctly as well. It's nice to know that her efforts have not gone unacknowledged.
So this was actually a totally different sort of setup, but it still ends with the same intentionality. Interesting.
All right, now for my next question.
Fascinating.
There are also some hidden rules in the Pancration Ring.
So she's not some silly prankster, but she kinda is, actually.
Why is that?
What about those? I'm actually super confused about this one. Oh! Who sent the package?
Fanta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged product. The Fanta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. Meanwhile, the Duke believes that according to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fanta company sponsored it.
Oh! Maybe there's some crossover.
The promoter has been
May have to rearrange these a bit though. Yeah.
According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fanta company.
But it's from Fanta.
Fanta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and
Okay. Sponsorship deal. That one was just messy, but I mean, you wouldn't expect less from corporates
To be afraid of.
amongst each other, one way or another.
Hidden rule of the Pancration Ring is about how, people are not supposed to bet on both boxers at the same time. And if they do, they'll receive a package containing a strange blood-colored
Maybe the betting on both sides has something to do with having an open mind about something. I don't know. That one is random though. How much random AF is it not?
scared when they see it because they've subconsciously begun to associate it with the missing box. But really, it's just a bottle of the latest yet-to-be-named and packaged new Fanta trial product. A blood-red drink. It's no wonder even Fanta's own staff were questioning. The company, facing backlash from its own staff, decided to try to trial the... They came to the fortress of Meropide and offered to sponsor the Pancration turn. The Duke, knowing how valuable coupons are in the fortress, knew that only total idiots who didn't understand their true value would bother buying a Fanta product. And so, only those who proved their stupidity by being dumb enough to bet on two opposing sides of the same match were selected to...
That's still pretty random, but I mean, I respect the self-importance in that thought process, because you could just pick any other method too, you know.
The effort you've put into bringing the truth of this mystery to light. Although, based on your description, that Fanta promoter is a bit too careless with his words. I may just reconsider my collaboration with the company. All right, and here's the final question. What's the secret behind our head nurse and all of her patients in the infirmary?
I have no clue. Tell me what's good. We haven't collected enough.
Stop your cruel and pointless games, Risley! You know that we haven't finished our investigation, so there's no way we can answer the last question. The thought of sparing Lynette and Fremine never... You'll pay for this!
Whoa. What?
Lenny, are you alright?
What is happening?
Oh, close one. I owe you, Sigewinne. That was a fantastic shot.
It was nothing, Your Grace. Sigewinne?
Whoa. Is that the stun gun from the nurse?
Though this gun may
look like a toy. It's actually fully functional.
Whoa. Tranquilizer gun, whatever. Whoa.
Not at all. I am merely a resident of the fortress, and thus protecting it is my duty. When Monsieur ENvTuber asked me to come here, he told me that my job would be to take care of the well-being of everyone here. I am merely discharging my duties.
But if you mean what you just said, then isn't Linny someone you should be looking after as well? Isn't he a resident here just like the rest of us?
But I really am just doing what Monsieur ENvTuber told me to do. Everything I did, I've done to protect them. Had I not, they would be in far more dire straits right now. His Grace knows it too, right? Your Grace? Mind proving my innocence to them?
My dear Sigewinne, whatever shall I do with you? Would it have killed you to just wait another minute or two?
Well, it's nearly time after all. The way you do things can be truly frustrating sometimes, Your Grace. I figured I should try to talk some sense into you.
What are you talking about? What time?
Good question.
If you want, let them go.
How touching. Can you just give me one more minute?
Don't be like that, Your Grace.
All right, everyone, calm down. 2 more.
I feel kind of pranked somehow.
I'll go get a cup of
2
tea.
more visitors.
I leave.
Let's go. And I don't know what Lenny is up to, but
I believe I hear footsteps.
let's see. Let's see what happens.
Some space, please.
Whoa.
Ah, Miss Clorinde. My door.
Fremine. Fremine.
There he is.
What's going on? What is Clorinde doing here?
Work.
See, like, this is the thing. This might have been all part of the plan, and you don't necessarily need to know what the plan is sometimes. Let's see.
Shooting you, Mr. Linny. The tranquilizing effect will begin to wear off soon. Please take it easy in the meantime, though.
What happened to Fremine? Wasn't he diving just outside of the fortress?
Dude, it was just a little prank. Baby.
This.
What is this, though? Let's find out.
A flushed face, an accelerated pulse. He must have consumed primordial seawater.
Oh, no.
What did you say?
Please, make some space. I'll need to give Mr. Fremine a more thorough checkup. Your Grace, I'll leave the rest to you.
I'll talk to Clorinde while you get Fremine to where he needs to be.
As long as he doesn't turn into water. And we can never play the character again. Hey there, Linny. How's the tranquilizer going? Why we have to talk to Linny? I'm confused.
How is he?
These symptoms are probably caused by an acute ingestion of a large amount of primordial seawater. Still, his condition is not critical. Of course, it would be best if he stayed for further observation. Let's leave him here for now, and move him to the infirmary once he's recovered a bit more. Sorry. I am aware that the infirmary may not be your favorite place in the world at the moment. We do only have a single clinic in the fortress.
Why would he ingest a large amount of primordial seawater after—
Please, look after Mr. Fremine for the moment. I'll go fetch some medicine and a respirator. Oh, I'll bring Miss Lynette back with—
Where is she?
Oh, she just took a nap in an empty room after I tranquilized her. If my calculations are correct, she should also be waking up right around now. You might not believe me, but His Grace and I actually made some snacks and tea for her.
Alrighty. There. Finally, then he gets to catch a break. Eesh, what are you doing to that poor boy? Hello? Mihoyo? Meow.
Oh, I'm just admiring your punctuality. Had you arrived just a few minutes later, Sigewinne may have been forced to shoot Mr. Linny again. How's the situation out there?
The water has changed. It's pretty much as expected. The concentration of primordial seawater has increased significantly. I was only out there a short time, so it wasn't too bad. but if one were to stay for any significant amount of time, well, you can see how that boy's doing.
Where was he when you found him?
The abandoned zone at the end of the pipes. A good distance into the water.
Closer than I thought. He must have recognized it early on and tried desperately to swim back.
Locking the door was necessary. I don't think we could have saved two.
Well, I did try to convince him that I had my reasons. Never seems to work, though.
It would probably work on Neuvillette. He has a knack for picking out who had good intentions, even when the outcomes were all terrible.
It's a bad sign if you're having to plead your case to Neuvillette. Want some tea?
Not particularly. If you want to drink some that badly, just say so.
Fine, I'd like to get some tea. Want me to get you a cup too, since I've already made it?
Might as well then, I suppose. Actually, do you have a towel? I would like to dry my hair.
Alrighty.
Linny, are you okay?
I'll be fine. They're all here now. Don't worry about me.
Risley did want an audience with that Harbinger lady, though. She definitely wanted to bargain for that one pretty hard.
You don't look alright.
Maybe you should have just told him straight. Come on.
Still a bit weak, but that's probably just the residual effects of the tranquilizer shot.
I'm back, everyone.
Here's the net.
Lenny!
Let's go.
Traveler, Hut? Fremine? Is he...
He'll be fine. But for now, please help me lift him up.
His breathing's beginning to slow down.
Give me a hand and help me get him to the infirmary.
Yeah, I'll take him from this side. Lynette, together?
On it.
Traveler, you seem pretty worried about him. Want to go...
The Duke and Clarande are gone.
So...
They probably went to get some tea. The Duke will explain the truth in just a bit. Miss Clarande will need a break, since she only just returned from rescuing Fremine out of the sea.
That's a good question. Just what happened out there? Otek-kun with a big brain as of late. Very good, very good. You can teleport one floor higher, easy peasy.
I'm out of here.
He's awake. Fremine, how do you feel?
Linny. Lynette.
We're all here.
Where am I?
The infirmary, at the Fortress of Meripede, Mr. Fremine. And you are no longer in any danger.
How do you feel? Don't push yourself if you're not feeling up to it.
Traveler. Paimon. It's been so long. The sea. There's something wrong with the seawater.
Shh, it's okay. We can talk about it after you've recovered.
No, listen to me. This is really serious. There's primordial seawater mixed into the regular seawater. I don't know why. Pipes. Right, the pipes. It's all coming back to me now.
Whoa, what happened there? And why didn't they just let us go? Because we're immune to the seawater or what? Come on. And that would have solved everything. Just, I don't know, because we still don't know what exactly is going on. Why, hello there.
I'm in. Seems like this pipe hasn't been used in a long time. It looks abandoned. Where could Master Child be?
No chests. I mean, it would be weird if we were able to pick up loot on a borrowed character. Hey, that's a nice sword. Like a recolor of Favonius or something. Or sacrificial.
This mechanism looks like it's been
Yeah, it looks more like the sacrificial, I think.
Could he have
Actually, I'm not sure. Whatever, it is what it is.
Get in gear!
Okay.
Frost is coming! There!
Okay. I wouldn't mind having my Sayu roller skill instead again. Yeah, let's go up. And the other one is to rotate it, I presume. Plus it's marked. Angst-based Genshin devs, making it beyond obvious.
Seems like I'll have to avoid those obstacles while I turn it.
Aw, man. What a joke. Oh, what a joke. Oh, what a joke. So we do this and then turn it. Yes, of course. Oh, man. I mean, I guess, like, if you don't instantly know what to do, this is kind of a neat setup, you know, to use your brain, but I already knew. I just had to do this one and be done here. Come on, it's obvious. Meow. Enough riddle solving in video games in my time. That's me, I watched that vid by Josh Strife Hayes on Golden Sun. I used to really enjoy that game back in the day. Those Game Boy Advance games. Sure has been a while.
This is where
Forgot about it.
Okay.
But yeah, that has some nice puzzles too.
Master Child probably dived into the water.
Yeah, the Jin system was
I'll go take a look.
neat. Then I forgot kind of like about the story mostly. I still forgot how it ended. Actually, now that I think about it. Oh, finally get to dive. Yo, how have I waited for this? How have I waited for this? It's supposed to be the underwater region.
The vegetation here is a bit more sparse. These traces aren't natural. A person must have left them, and recently. I should be going... there are traces here too. I need to keep going. Huh? The traces are gone. But I don't see where he could have gone from here.
He must have used his delusion. Or he realized that this ain't good. Yeah, maybe.
My heart is racing, and it's getting harder and harder to breathe. What's going on? No good. I have to get back. They still don't know anything about what's going on. If I turn back right now, I should still be able to make it.
I mean, didn't he just explain this to us? Alrighty. Is something unexpected gonna happen now? Let's find out how he gets out of this pickle.
I can't die here. This is bad. I'm feeling worse and worse, and I'm still underwater. I have to push on.
Whoa. Right on time. I'm not really sure how the timeline checks out. Actually. Wasn't he missing for a long ass time? So, what was like...
So, in other words...
So he was in the town, in the main town or something for a while?
No idea where Master
No?
Child could have gone.
I don't know.
Also, no obvious place for him to have disappeared to.
I'm confused about the timeline.
I tried my best to swim back, but I had already put some distance between myself and the fortress, and I just couldn't find the strength to keep going. I probably passed out some time after that, and you know the rest.
Oh wait, that was pretty far away from the fortress. Okay.
Brought you back, but we also don't know why she just suddenly appeared at the fortress.
Yeah.
Or why she went out to save you.
Miss Clorand, you say? I must go thank her in person.
You're still too weak for Monet. You can go after you've had some more rest.
Miss Lynette is right. I believe Miss Clorand will stay here as a guest for another few days, so there's no need to hurry.
A guest? Then I can assume Risley was the one who invited her to come down here?
You should ask His Grace about that. He'll be able to explain better than me.
Yeah, it's about time he actually told us what's going on. Wanna come with us, Liddy?
No, please go on without me. I don't want to leave just yet.
Alrighty.
The logical part of my brain is aware that we're safe right now, but I still can't bring myself to leave. Both of you are just in danger.
Understood. Then let's just sit together for a while.
In that case, I'll leave the infirmary to you. The Traveler and I are going to head out for now. As long as you stay in here, I don't think you'll be disturbed.
Thank you.
Wowee. Now give me answers. Cat demands it.
Everyone hold hands.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. Adrian is so
His
adorable.
condition has stabilized?
What is going on?
Of course. I wouldn't have left the infirmary otherwise.
I've been expecting those two, but might I inquire as to the purpose of your visit, Miss Siegewien?
I wanted to check up on Miss Clorand. How are you feeling?
Mostly fine, I think.
If you don't mind, I'd like to perform another quick physical exam. It'll just take a few minutes.
All right. Thank you for looking out for me. I'll take my leave for now, then.
Well, want to explain yourself, Risley?
Of course, but I'm not partial to the word choice of explain. How about enlighten?
Whoa. Please enlighten us. As much as you'd like.
Where should I begin? How about you start by asking me any questions you have? You can start with whichever one you'd like to get answered the most.
Was this really the best way to get an audience with the father?
Then Paimon will begin.
Meow.
Did you know about Lenny's goals from the very beginning?
And is that really all you want out of this?
No. I just knew they were Fatui operatives sent to the fortress by the
Alright.
Knave.
As for their specific goals,
So he didn't really know
figure those
anything.
out as you made progress on your investigation.
So it was more like you don't know if you can like just trust the people infiltrating your place, so you better like not give any intel yourself.
You managed to monitor.
Dude, you could have just talked this over.
Even though you didn't know what they were trying
If
to
it wasn't for that. Hello?
They came here with ulterior motives. I'm quite adept at discerning
I mean, you do know that they probably have something to do with the other Batu Harbinger, right?
Initially, I thought their goal was just to investigate Child's disappearance.
Yes. So what happened next?
He suggested that I had deliberately let him escape, but in truth, I didn't really do anything special to help or hinder him while he was here. Everything he did, from finding helpers to leaving this place, he did on his own. Of course, it's inevitable that the knave would make a big deal out of her fellow Harbinger's unexplained disappearance. I'm also quite curious about where that Harbinger went, so I figured I might as well let the Fatui do their own investigative work. All I care about is the answer.
So you were hoping Lenny's group would just do your work for you.
You make it sound like that's a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned. I assume that Fremine has told you already, the ratio of primordial seawater around the fortress of Meripede is on the rise. The Forbidden Zone has always been Lenny's target, and you got roped into that investigation after running into him. I began to intervene out of concern for your safety, and also to prevent the fortress from becoming entangled in more irksome matters.
Are the rumors true? That you're also a former criminal?
Why would you put it like that? Isn't staying here all day and serving as the manager of the fortress a kind of sentence unto itself? Another form of prison? I just happen to have some support from the rest of the inmates. That's all.
Oh, right. Paimon wanted to ask, who invited Cloran down?
Me, of course. I paid her good mora to come down to the fortress for some field work. As a champion duelist, Miss Cloran could be considered to be an independent party. I needed to find an exceptionally capable person to help me get through the impending crisis.
And saving Fremine was part of that crisis?
You can think of it like that, yes. Credit where credit is due, that boy is quite adept at diving. Had conditions not been as hostile as they were, he probably would have found the missing Harbinger already.
So what's in the Forbidden Zone?
That's not something you should be asking after. Neuvillette only asked you to investigate Child's whereabouts.
I mean, if he's there,
All I need to prove to you
where is he?
that the Forbidden Zone had nothing to do with the Harbinger's disappearance.
So show us.
That should be clear now that you've spoken to Fremine.
It's not. Meow. It's not.
Covered that there's something wrong with the infirmary, and we've answered a bunch of questions that you threw at us. Isn't it about time that you answer our last question in return?
You make a compelling case. Do you really want to know the answer that badly?
I mean, sure.
Yeah, Paimon really wants to know.
Paimon sure makes the case, doesn't she?
Even if the truth may not be pleasant?
Yeah, sure.
Follow me.
It's not about Child, and can't be so bad anyway, now can it be? And it's downstairs. Oh, so that's why the room seems so useless.
There's a hidden door here?
Yeah.
Basement behind it.
Because it's really just a reception room. And there's more than just one extra room.
It seems you've forgotten just what kind of place.
What kind of place is this place anyway? Did I ever know? I don't even know.
Stand on the central plate.
Wait, is there a secret
It's like an elevator? Question mark? Ta-da!
So, this is the Forbidden Zone? Honestly, for a place so well hidden, Paimon sure doesn't see anything spec. What a huge door!
There are 3 such isolation gates in total. Generally speaking, I'm the only one who's allowed to go inside. Hence the name Forbidden Zone. Am I correct to assume you're going to run on back and tell your little Fatui friends everything?
Well, Paimon wasn't thinking of keeping anything from them.
Well, I'd advise you wait until you've seen the whole truth of this place for yourself before deciding whether or not to tell them.
I'd rather ask the Gnosis. What could lie behind this gate?
Stand back.
Yeah, Paimon, yeah. It was switch, yes. We're in the mystery atmosphere. Meow.
Whoa! They all just went up one by one!
Yeah, they did.
Go on, have a look.
Ta-da! Strange, empty room. Louis Slice Gate? What's that?
I've been interested in what lies beyond that gate ever since I assumed leadership of the Fortress of Meripede. Of course, it would be unwise to recklessly open it, but it'd also be risky and negligent to simply ignore any potential danger that could be behind it. The readings on that dashboard have not budged since the day when I first laid eyes on this place. But over the past year, the needle has crept upwards from its original position, likely because some parameter it's been tracking has changed, if only infinitesimally. Normally I would have ignored it, but I happened to have some free time when I noticed it, so I investigated. Any guesses what the reading could be tracking?
The seawater. That is primordial.
Very reasonable guesses. I've considered both of those as well. Unfortunately, our dashboard is tracking something less ordinary. The temperature
I'm telling you.
Climate changes, so
I know what it is.
shifts,
I told
later on, a few
you.
more possibilities occurred to me, such as a potential connection with the primordial sea.
Yes.
Over the past few days, the needle has moved again. With that and the symptoms that Fremine displayed after leaving the fortress, I can now confidently conclude
I
that the
told you so. Meow.
Concentration of primordial.
Dude, I told you, Paimon.
That is precisely the problem. We're at the bottom of the sea, and now we're surrounded by toxic seawater. Somehow, primordial seawater got mixed in, and the concentration is steadily rising.
Sounds bad.
That's very likely.
But forget about the two of us. Not even Novelette knows where the primordial sea could be, much less where we could find and plug a leak. Oh. Oh!
Seems like you've figured it out.
What is it?
I believe the primordial sea lies directly beneath this sluice gate. For some reason, the primordial seawater levels have risen significantly, and it's now very close to us. The indicators are now red. Although the gate still stands, some primordial seawater has already leaked out and mixed into the sea around us. If this continues, soon it will no longer be able to hold back the primordial sea at all.
So why is it leaking?
What the legends say. If this place
And why does nobody know about this? What's going on? What clown crew is this? Hello? Meow.
But that's just too weird.
Yeah, tell him, Paimon.
Be built right above a sluice.
Yeah, why? And why nobody knows about it?
Your expression tells me you think this might be part of
Previous
a
Archon?
complicated conspiracy.
Maybe?
To be honest, you might find the actual answer. It's just that the secret of the Forbidden Zone had been long forgotten by the nation before I rediscovered it with my research.
Yeah, but why?
There's no single founder of the Fortress of Meripede in any traditional sense. What we know about its history has been left to us by the people who used to live here. When the previous Hydro Archon Egeria ruled the land, all convicted criminals from Fontaine were exiled. The people drove the criminals away like a wolf pack chasing away the banished. The criminals received no sympathy of any kind from the people. They were exiled to the desolate seaside, where they experienced only pain, struggle, and the bone-chilling cold. Some of them began to repent, and prayed to the Hydro Archon, asking if there was still anything they could do. The Hydro Archon took pity on them, and said, "You may go guard my secret, deep underneath the waves."
But who guarded it before? Hello?
And so, leaning on the power of the Hydro Archon, they gathered underneath the sea and began to build a fortress. They became a community down there in the deeps.
And
over the
where did the water come from? The bad water?
As the number
Hello?
of exiles increased, more and more people joined the community. When the first group of exiles died, they left the yet unfinished fortress to their successors.
And that should not be a problem in any way.
The Hydro Archon continued to lend her support, allowing the fortress and what it stood for to continue growing ever larger. Before long, this dark underwater fortress became the sinner's only home.
And then there was a change of leadership. What happened?
And with that, the people here stopped referring to the fortress as a prison. They saw themselves as repenting sinners who would regain their freedom once they had sufficiently redeemed themselves.
Yeah, but what about the seawater?
People also realized that the fortress was a lonely place. Once they had gotten used to life here, they could no longer feel comfortable living in the overworld. Once they had finished serving their sentences, some people left and some others chose to stay. They'd find some idle position and let their withered souls fade away with the ancient secrets of the past. After many, many centuries, few people still remember the reason for the fortress's founding. Now they just see it as an integral pillar.
Yeah, but why? This is not something you wouldn't just like write down and then everyone would know. Like, there's no need to keep this a secret in any way, shape, or form. Mostly. At least on the leadership level, right? I mean, like, very okay, they got this evil water, like, since well before we built this, because, like, it was okay before, and then we built it, now it's not okay, because it is what it is, and then somebody on the leadership would keep a record of this, no? Hello?
Now and again, researchers managed to break one law or another and live out their days in the fortress. I learned all this from an elderly historian. Everyone else just thought he'd made it all up.
I'm a historian. Yeah, of course. So apparently the leadership got completely wiped out. And the new leadership is keeping a rep on it. Because it's like, yeah, we were here all along. We're the real people. We were all along. And it's like, okay. So they just like collectively forgot because the people before were disposed of. No, I mean, ain't that the story here? Meow.
But now you know every part of that history is true.
Still leaves open the question as to what was before the water, and I mean before the fortress with the water. And yeah, there's any amount of hypotheses you could throw out there.
Indeed. That's just as the prophecy
Fascinating. Says. It's like a black box now.
Fails, then everyone will be dissolved into the sea.
Anything at all to do with this mechanism and the seawater. It's just a black box now. Meow.
To be frank, not really. But sadly, that hasn't stopped this prophecy from proving all too accurate. Prophecies are troublesome things. Just hearing one will create the first wave of panic. Seeing signs of it will bring about the second, and actually witnessing it in real time, the third.
I also gotta give him, he probably knows way more than he lets on. Like, he probably knows that you don't just forget about this, like, thing with the seawater. You don't just forget about it collectively. Like, he knows that much. No. I mean, why is he a cryo bulk? I mean, he should understand a thing about conservation and preservation, no? Anyway, meow. Okay, that was a bit of a random grasp, or reach, but still. Maybe it's just written poorly. I don't know. I'd give him the courage of the benefit of the doubt, though. What I will do here. So what's the plan?
I want to show you something.
What do we do with this now? We have a bit of a situation on our hands. Don't need to sweat the details.
Your Grace, perfect timing. The results from our last round of experiments have...
Wait, Jurier, he's not alone!
Huh? Lorvine and Jurier?
No need to panic, you two. I've already told them about our plan.
What? After you warned us not to tell a single soul about—
I'm skeptical as well. Are you sure they are trustworthy?
The results speak for themselves, don't they? These two may already know more than you could ever imagine.
All right then, if Your Grace insists.
They seem harmless enough, so I'll trust them for now.
Hey, I'm here to help.
Well, how about some reintroductions?
Let's just see the appreciation.
One of the highest ranked researchers from the Fontaine Research Institute. He used to work under Edwin. I trust that you've heard of Edwin?
At who?
He's the one who blew the whole institute sky high. Everyone knew he was a bit crooked in the head, but you're not a local, so I guess it's possible for you not to have heard of him.
Edwin's main areas of research were archeum and gravimeters. As his assistant, Jurier is quite familiar with them as well. I hired him to be my technical consultant.
You want to blow up the fortress of Meripede?
That's totally wrong, Paimon. What are you talking about?
I'm already imagining it
What
in
are
my
you
head.
talking about? None of that makes sense, Paimon.
I'm tempted as well.
Guys, focus! Focus!
Thanks for being the voice of reason.
That task
Whatever your
master
name
over there
is.
Miss Lorvine.
Lorvine,
Technical
yes.
consultants. While Jurier used to be Edwin's assistant, she used to be Jurier's assistant.
Ooh, are they together?
See, everyone keeps asking this question. Are you too sure you're not a couple and just using your work as a convenient cover?
Everyone's thinking that. What in the world?
Your Grace, I am not in a relationship with this man.
If I dated her, I'd officially be madder than Edwin.
Jeez, forget I said anything. Follow me.
Oh man, what's going on with these two?
Whoa, there's another door that goes right up.
Your constant amazement makes it seem like the fortress can do anything.
Wow, Genshin self-aware about Paimon.
Paimon really thinks everything's super cool.
Is this just a normal room?
Well, let's spice it up a bit.
Well, I guess it's a setup for Paimon to have a good reason to be excited. Let's go.
And here you go.
Whoa.
What a huge ship?
It is huge.
This is also a production zone that Paimon's never seen before. What's going on?
How much do you know about Fontanian history?
Not much at all.
Well, then maybe you haven't heard the story of ancient Lemuria. To give you a
Whoa, Lemuria from Golden Sun. We just talked about that. Whoa. What a coincidence. Sheesh.
According to legend, the Lemurian king Remus came to this land after being inspired by divine revelation and found the seer Sibila, who had taken on the form of a golden bee. Taking the golden bee with him and riding on a huge ship, the Fortuna, he created his nation above the surging waves.
Alrighty.
He called his nation Lemuria and used the Fortuna to incessantly search for new
I
tribes
like how he calls it Lemuria.
them to join his empire.
Even though it's clearly not spelled that way. I would call it Lemuria too.
There's a ship in this story too?
Where there's water, there'll be ships. People believe that hope can always be found at the end of a voyage.
Do you believe that too?
To a point, I think. As you've already seen, I have a whole factory's worth of labor, materials, and technology at my disposal. Certainly can't hurt to give it a try. So the moment I began to speculate that the primordial sea might lie underneath the gate, I also began this project.
Were you inspired by the legendary Fortuna?
Maybe. Fontanians need something to hold on to cope with the impending disaster.
And they had some fancy ships in Golden Sun too. Can't you share the plan?
Were the workers to find out the
How
truth
we?
behind this ship, riots would destroy the fortress faster than any catastrophe. As the fortress's administrator,
Really?
I'd never make such a reckless call.
I mean, I guess there's maybe something to it.
All right, that's enough talking for now. I'll need another
Depends.
3 cups of tea to soothe my throat. Do you have any other questions?
Hey, given what they have in terms of means to communicate this, maybe this is prudent.
Seems like you're good. Come on, I'll take you back.
Okay, so that's a nice ship. A
I'll leave
nice
you here
boat.
for now.
Oh, thank you so much.
No worries. But don't forget, it's up to you whether or not you want to share what you just saw. What you do from here on out will likely affect those 3 as well.
I don't see a good reason why Linny. I mean, Linny is a bit unstable, isn't he? Huh?
Yeah, we'll put a lot of thought into it for sure.
I can tell him whenever he's in a good spot.
Great. I look forward to what happens next.
I'm probably better to do it personally. Meow. So what was that? Which quest was that is what I mean. How many chapters are there?
Welcome back. Do you want a cup of tea?
Seems like this is a good setup for the end of this this segment.
So much like Risley, always drinking
Let's see.
Huh. Actually, now that you mention it, I just remembered something now.
I'm glad he's been chatting with his sister for a bit. This is not the worst setup.
While I was sedated, I could still barely hear two people talking next to me. They were discussing everything, from the leaves to the water and even the teacups themselves.
Must have been Risley and Seishween.
Yeah, I heard one male voice and one female, so it should have been the two of them. They really were just talking about brewing tea.
I really can't make sense of this place.
So, Traveler, Paimon, were you able to learn anything from Risley?
Yeah, he explained everything.
Very well.
I'm still not sure why there's a ship. Now that I think about it.
Answers against my speculations?
We get to tell him either way, that's good.
Yeah, I took the time to rest, so I'm feeling a lot more relaxed now.
Nobody else is around, and Miss Seishween is also busy with something or other. So let's just talk here.
All right, then I'll posit my theories. I asked myself 3 questions. Firstly, why was Fremine affected by the primordial seawater? It was because he dove into the sea. My theory is, the long-lost primordial sea is probably very close to the fortress of Mir.
Ooh, he's good. He got that.
That's our Linny.
Secondly, Risley's attitude changed dramatically during the course of our stay here. He ignored us completely. I spent quite a long time thinking about this. If he has been monitoring the Fatui since the very beginning, he probably ignored us at first because he was hoping we could. What's more, the Fortress of Meripede is not part of Fontaine's court system, nor does it report to Udex Nervulet. Risley is basically the king of a no-man's land. As long as the fortress doesn't...
Hey, isn't this a bit like, what is it? Bioshock?
Can use it to pressure the Fontaine authorities.
Orta?
And while the two factions are pitted against each other, Risley will be free to move...
Got the mad robots?
...of interest. If I had to guess, he probably has something that he's working on himself. It's likely related to the secret of the infirmary, but I just can't...
Maybe that was a red herring, I never picked up one, haha.
You're super...
Thanks so much. Then finally, there's the last question. If Risley does have a plan, what could it be? All I know for now is that his plan probably has something to do with the changing nature of the seawater. He's even gotten Cloran to help him out. That can't be the full extent of what he's doing. There's probably a secret passageway behind the block in the infirmary, and there's something big in the fortress that most people here never get to see. He has a bargaining chip, and it could be important enough for Father to deal with him directly. I don't have enough information, so I have no idea what his chip might be. But let me guess. You have the last piece of the puzzle.
Hmm.
I can't believe it.
The sea will engulf everyone.
Okay, so that's about the prophecy. Okay. But I still don't quite trust it. But I mean, they have a ship, so maybe the prophecy is real. Because they believe it so much that they have a ship for the prophecy. To, you know, have a thing to handle some of that.
Could Risley have wanted to meet Father to figure out a way to deal with this crisis? If you remember, I once mentioned that Father sees the House of the Hearth as her base of operations, and she truly wants to resolve the crisis. But how could Risley have known that?
Or perhaps he didn't know, and just wanted to bring Father over to his side? Which could be why he said he just wanted to negotiate.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I understand your concerns as well, Traveler. I'll figure out a way to pass this on to our Father. No matter what, we're on your side. The two of you have already aided us far too much. we probably wouldn't be standing here right now if not for you. If you ever need anything else going forward, please come to the House of the Hearth at any time. Though you may not share the sentiment, after all that we've gone through together, the three of us basically see you as family now.
You have my gratitude.
Thank you for protecting Linny when it really mattered. And thank you for sharing the secrets of the fortress with us. We didn't think you were going to do it.
There's been some good character development for these new characters.
Why are you being so formal?
Pretty nice stuff, actually. Don't mention it.
Paimon's hungry.
Oh, you've done so much already. Go get some food.
Alright, then we'll catch you guys another time.
Wowee. Go get food for Paimon. What a good way to go about this. Isn't this like here? Forja? Yes, exactly.
It's time for dinner. Welfare meals now being served in the coupon cafeteria.
The coupon cafeteria.
Come on, let's go pick up ours as well.
Traveler and Paimon, over here.
Feels like home.
Here for dinner too, Miss Sijwin?
And I'm taking the opportunity to prepare Miss Cloran's dinner as well.
Huh. You're right. She's actually sitting in the fortress cafeteria.
What would you like to eat? Yep, you can. I've already talked to our chef, Mr. Wolsey. It's all on me today, so you can get whatever you'd like.
The tastiest stuff or the biggest portions. I go with tasty.
Me too. Don't forget Paimon.
No problem. Just leave it to me.
So delicious.
Amazing.
Paimon's so happy. Paimon wants to feast like this every day.
Feeling full yet? How's the food?
Delicious.
Exquisite.
I'm so glad to see you all so happy. Oh, see, the expression on your face just now? The muscle here just moved, which suggests that you're feeling quite relaxed at the moment.
Sijwin, do you do this to help your patients or to better understand human beings?
A bit of both, I suppose. I'm a Melusine, which means I'm very different from human beings. I must know what you're thinking if I want to take good care of you.
You're really good at taking care of people. Even though you're so short, you still talk and act like an older sister.
Really? You're reminded of an older sister? That's great to hear.
Are they like AI or something, those Melusines? Is that the thing?
Oh, and what did you mean back in Risley's office?
Or totally different? Maybe totally different.
As well.
Oh, that. I just asked His Grace to look out for those children, especially that diver boy. I was getting a bit worried after hearing that something was wrong with the water.
Sometimes things seem similar, but they're totally different.
Thankfully, Cloran is very strong and managed to save him in the nick of time. His Grace also sealed the pipes after Cloran left, to make sure that Linny wouldn't impulsively chase after his brother. Although the path was blocked, we still stationed some guards there to stop anyone from approaching. They were instructed to only open the door once Miss Cloran had returned. Oh, and I was keeping an eye on Mr. Linny as well. We had to press him, but we couldn't allow him to be in any real danger.
You were all super considerate and really thought everything through.
It's just what we do down here at the fortress. At least this has been His Grace's style for as long as he's been the leader. Oh, I really wish Monsieur Nervula would come down here more often too. I feel like he'd like it here, with all the darkness and chaos.
What? What kind of view does she have of him? I have to imagine her with that outside of his office, that too.
Get a good night's rest, you two. You both worked very hard.
It's interesting how we just like move between like 3 locations more or less. The cafeteria, the dormitory, and then some mystery location. Interesting. Wait. Was it always over there? Yeah, it was.
So much has happened. Paimon just feels absolutely exhausted now that she's finally relaxed. Paimon's super sleepy.
Sleepy Project, Sleepy Paimon. Oh, Paimon is not flying. So that's how Paimon sleeps. Did we ever see that before? I don't know.
Paimon wants seconds for free.
For free.
Out of my way! Get out of my way! What happened? Why is everyone running?
Wowee.
Yeah, but something must have happened. Stop asking!
Wowee.
Who's yelling? Paimon still wants to sleep.
What's good out there? Paimon, wake up! We need to get out and see what's going on! We need to see! Be a good spectator! It's better not be flooding all of a sudden.
Why is everyone running around? Hey, what are you doing?
There's no time to explain.
Hey guys! What? Hello? Hello? This doesn't look safe.
People, they won't even talk to us.
Something's going on. It could at least tell us to run too.
There you are.
Hey yo. Hey yo, any problems I can take care of for you?
Do you know what happened here?
We came here especially to inform you. Something seems to have gone terribly wrong just now. His Grace is telling everyone to evacuate and get out. Laveroon was saying you two are new here and you don't have many friends, so you might slip through the cracks. Haven't you heard all the stories like that? An evacuation is successfully completed, yet you only find out once you do a head count that 1 or 2 people are missing.
Wait, weren't you the one who brought that up? Why is it suddenly my idea?
Hey, shut up!
Okay.
Hey, shut up!
Come with us.
What?
Yeah, he said to get as far away as possible, upwards and outward.
Oh no, it can't be that thing!
Oh, wait, what? What? Hey, where are you going?
We have to go find the Duke! You two just go and get out! Go on without us!
Hey, hey! Be careful!
At least they're considerate. Hey, thank you.
Please evacuate upwards and outwards. Upwards and outwards.
Upwards and outwards. Upwards and outwards.
Try to move as far outwards as possible.
What does that even mean? Is it smart to go here? What are you doing, mate?
They're here.
What?
Just like I said.
What is going on?
You're just in time. But be ready to run.
Ready to rumble. Whoa, those are some fancy gloves. Man, they really trying to sell me on this dude. I don't usually summon dudes, but I don't know. I don't know, man. He's been some of the more intelligent people in this game. One of the more intelligent people. Ah. Whoa. I mean, he's a cryo character. I hope they buff cryo for this guy. Round 2. Fight. Hey, no running. What is going on?
3, 2, 1.
Whoa. Some hype music. Whoa.
This won't hold it for long. Find ENvTuber. Tell him the defenses are about to collapse.
That's dangerous.
Until he arrives, we're the last line of defense.
That's dangerous. Dude, he's like far away in the city. How are we gonna get there without teleporting? Which is not meta. I mean, which is not... Or is it not in-game? It's meta, not actual. Not real. Meow. Anyways, is this the cliffhanger that we all want and deserve, or is there more? I mean... Alright, we just cut over to ENvTuber, who's, for some convenient reason, right over at the thing. Oh wait, this is actually... I mean, it's...
Traveler,
it's the place, the entrance, yes.
Furina will soon be meeting with the knave there. You must protect Furina, and make sure she doesn't spend too much time alone with her.
It looks like things are drawing to a confrontation over there too.
Will do. You have my sincerest gratitude.
And we can rest our hopes in this handsome piece of ham. When it comes to the situation in the prison. Okay. Let's do this. Yes, we just come from the other side. Because we can.
Can't catch me.
Lots of open questions. Still open and just opening up.
There are a ton of Fatui and Palais Mermonia people over there. The knave is probably here already. We need to hurry.
Are you two the Traveler in Paimon? Monsieur ENvTuber has left instructions. Please follow me. Though I'm sure he's already explained, this should be a mostly cordial conversation, unlikely to give rise to violence. But it would be most appreciated if you could protect Lady Furina to the best of your abilities.
I will do my best.
Oh, so you two are the honored guests Miss Furina mentioned.
Of course, of course! How could they not attend a meeting such as this? I must always have 2 or more guests at my dessert table. Otherwise, the occasion would be too lonely and unbecoming of my station.
So... there is a complete lack of information about the knave and her motivations, and I weirdly want to lean on Furina's capacity to read the situation, and I wonder if she's already made some discoveries in terms of relevancy to what we want to share here or not. Like, you know, I want to trust the knave, but, you know, relevant to feel out the situation first and coordinate with Furina.
It is my pleasure to make your acquaintance, Traveler. I have heard much of your accomplishments. I am the Knave, one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers.
Greetings.
I've already prepared seats for you. Come, sit beside me.
Perhaps you two are unaware of how Miss Furina and I do things. You see, we actually recently agreed to get together for tea when we had the time. See this? This is a limited type of confectionery that Miss Furina simply adores.
Whoa.
16 slices sold every day. Here, why don't you and Paimon have a taste?
Traveler, what do you think of this cake?
That's good to hear. So what Child said was on the mark after all. You do share a taste in desserts with Furina and I. I wonder how he's doing nowadays. You must have heard, right? He's suddenly gone missing. I'm really worried about his safety, you know.
I have faith in his abilities.
I feel like I should add something. His martial prowess really looked certainly pretty impressive, yeah.
What's going on here?
So you're also familiar with his aptitude for fighting, Miss Furina? Oh, right. I almost forgot. Child was subdued by Eudex Neuvillette right in front of you. Against ordinary people, my colleague would never be on the back foot. But alas, he just never imagined he'd run into such a person. I must express my admiration for Monsieur Neuvillette.
She calls him Monsieur, not Monsieur. The other people call him Monsieur. Alrighty. Wow. Well, it's a different word, isn't it? Fascinating. Or is it? I don't even know. Easy to lose the plot with all these words. Anyway, managed to find a few leads on his whereabouts.
Coming from you, that's not surprising at all.
But
They're trying to show off?
you would be happier to hear the news.
Of course, but
We should tell her more. It's a hint.
I would have been far happier had I received this news somewhat earlier. As you well know, a long time has passed since Child disappeared.
Well, in any case, there's no need to worry. We know for sure that Child is still alive.
Oh, and just how do you know that?
Well, we came across information that made us believe that he's more or less acting according to his principles. And I'm not sure what game he's playing. Also, being in possession of his vision is nice, but that's probably not something to mention here.
Because we found evidence that proved he left the Fortress of Mirror.
And more than that, it seemed like he was not extremely reluctant with how things went.
Where did he go after leaving the fortress?
We don't know. Well, Paimon.
The Fortress of Meropide.
Well, he went wherever he wanted to go. That's the reality, is it not?
Out of the main gate, he must have had to swim for it. Do you have any proof that he surfaced safely?
The way he conducted himself, it was beyond clear that he's following some sort of personal plan. That's what the evidence points to.
Ah, that is good news at least. His sister Tonya sent a letter to Fontaine not too long ago. Since he was unfortunately unavailable, I picked it up on his behalf.
Well, maybe I'm giving him too much credit. Maybe he's just like going with the flow.
Do you have any idea how he usually writes back to his family? Dear Tonya, your letter made me feel like we were still enjoying our time in Snezhnaya together. I'm currently admiring the scenery on the streets in front of the Opera House. Is it something like that?
Why do you write that? Not sure if that's something he would write.
All letters tend to follow the same few formats anyway, right? As long as the contents are accurate, it doesn't matter so much how it's written or how it's worded.
Hold on. The water in the teacup is shaking.
What?
I suppose this is also a sign of things to come, Miss Furina.
Huh? I don't quite understand what you're trying to say.
Have we entered into the next stage of the prophecy?
My thanks to you both. I will take it from here.
What's he gonna do?
Sure you don't?
I don't know. Squadala.
Quite sure. Wow. So, what's your secret, huh? Let me guess.
Maybe he knows something.
Nah, who knows? Maybe it's just your sense of responsibility.
Sounds about right.
Well, then he lets on. Maybe not.
A day may come when the prophecy is fulfilled and the waters burst forth. But it is not this day.
Maybe he's just a badass.
Ancient power could easily obliterate an entire race. A tsunami of fury would unleash endless catastrophe. This sentence is too severe. Forgive me for overruling it.
Whoa. Why can he do this? More questions.
All right. Seems like the problem inside has been suppressed.
Also, peculiar wording, you may call it, that he used there.
Let me guess. We're safe for now.
Is it just his personality, or is there a connection?
Indeed. But only for now.
Something deeper. Deeper.
I win this bet. You owe me a present.
Very well. It was indeed just as you said.
You made a bet?
We made a bet on the size of your entourage. Cloran thought you wouldn't come down by yourself.
I figured you would have at least brought a few people along for appearance's sake. It appears I underestimated just how confidential the mission was.
Shouldn't you have gotten used to confidential missions by now? That's just how the courts operate.
So what gift must the loser give?
Tea?
He already has tons of tea in his office. I'm thinking about a set of legal codices.
That wouldn't happen to be a dig at my lack of legal awareness, would it?
Well, I'm sure His Grace doesn't consider the fortress to be outside the law.
I was under the impression the residents of a place like this would be uninterested in the legal codices.
That was obviously a joke. Anyway, you've still got some unfinished business to attend to in the overworld, correct?
No need to stay here if you have a pressing matter. We all know you can't leave Palais Mermonia for long.
Thank you. I hope everything went smoothly with the Fatui Harbinger.
He can't leave for long. Maybe just because he got responsibilities. I don't need to overthink every single thing, but hey. It is what it is.
We've spent long enough playing house, Miss Farina. As the Hydro Archon, I am sure you understand the exact meaning of the phenomenon we just witnessed. Or should I say, that's what I originally thought. But looking at your expression, was I wrong? And you haven't a clue?
Possibly.
What are you trying to say?
At this point, I don't think there's any more need to speak as diplomatic representatives. Allow me to speak to you now as just a Fontanian. You know the prophecy by heart, and also that every part of it is being proven true. Yet, here you are relaxing, drinking tea, and eating desserts as if it's all nothing more than a few stray bugs in your garden. Do you really think that's acceptable? The prophecy's hanging above our necks like a guillotine. Every faction is looking for a way to either avert the disaster or save their own. Even the orphans of the House of the Hearth have devoted everything to saving their homeland. But you? It beggars belief just how nonchalant and carefree you have been. From the very beginning, you, the god Focalor, you have utterly failed to take action.
You're wrong. I've never ignored the prophecy, nor have I just been passing the time in self-indulgence. Retract your accusation and stop doubting the wisdom of the gods with such absurd conjectures!
I am not alone in my doubts, you know. All the children of Fontaine may be harboring the exact same thoughts right now. Oh, great Hydro Archon. How are you going to save them? Save us? How are the people you've sworn to protect supposed to survive in a land that will soon disappear beneath the waves?
I have my ways, and I've been working on them for all this time. Even if you look down upon me, you have no right to judge me!
I mean, fair enough. And what she's gonna do?
Fontaine
I
will
mean,
be saved. Even if I still cannot see the true future right now, as long as I continue on as I am, I will be able to hold my head up high!
Then I ask you, Miss Farina, just what have you been working on? Where can we see it, and what is it doing to help?
My machinations are just like the prophecy itself. They will only reveal themselves at the fated time. It is just that beings like yourselves are unable to perceive them as of yet.
I see. As a god, the proof of your labor always lies beyond prying mortal eyes. Allow me to be so bold as to ask another way. Would it be possible for you to tell us the parts of your plan that are not confidential? Such as your emergency response plan for the impending disaster?
An emergency response plan?
That's like too concrete for Farina. Come on.
That look in your eyes. Have you not even prepared one of those?
Well, somebody has one.
The emergency response plan is also strictly confidential.
So confidential, he doesn't even know about it. Meow.
Then allow me to jog your memory. Miss Farina, what is the purpose of your Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal? And what do you plan to do with the massive amounts of indemnitium that has accumulated over the years?
The Oratrice? It's just like it appears to be.
So you also have no idea. If I'm not mistaken, someone's using it to prepare for something. But unfortunately, it would seem that someone is not you, Miss Farina. I first caught wind of this when Linny tried to investigate the Oratrice in the Opera House. You see, even just getting close to the core contaminated him with an extremely large amount of indemnitium. But even if that had nothing to do with you, then what could you possibly be working on, oh great Hydro Archon? Oh, right. I almost forgot. Udex Neuvillette is not at the tea party with us today. Miss Farina, I suppose you must have ordered him away to take care of some troublesome business.
Yes, that's exactly right. Please keep it a secret for me.
Of course I will. Although, I must say, Miss Farina, you seem quite insecure without the Udex by your side. Oh, very well. Let's stop that conversation here. There are still a few slices of cake left, so please, help yourselves, everyone. Traveler, I heard that you were recently commissioned to handle a few matters on behalf of the Udex. Why don't you take an extra slice of cake? Those who work hard deserve gratitude and praise. You too, Paimon.
Thank you. Paimon will take you up on that offer.
Oh man, delicious cake. Delicious cake. And so it comes to that. Yes.
Great.
We know that's what you do in that situation. Come on.
If it's on on my tea table. It must be of the highest quality. Yes, and we must thank the knave for bringing these over as well.
You're welcome. I'm sure the cake also felt greatly honored to be featured at Miss Farina's table. And I was merely catering to Miss Farina's tastes, seeking a chance to chat over tea. It is getting late. Why don't we call it a day? There are still a few matters that I need to take care of, so I must take my leave now.
Very well. We'll end it here.
Mind seeing me off, traveler? We could use the opportunity to discuss Child before I must be on my way.
Oh, why, yes, of course.
It's coming too!
Yeah, of course. Paimon is too important to not listen in, too. So, where's the bone in terms of where Child has ended up disappearing to, though? Like, what in the world? What in the world? Why is it such a big room? What in the world? Well, it was used for a location before. It had to be big like that for that.
I'm glad that you were willing to come with me. Of course, Child was just an excuse. I have no interest in your dealings with him.
Oh, I see.
That's what Paimon thought.
Whoa, Paimon's so smart.
You
What's going
lent
on?
your aid to the children of the House of the Hearth. As their father, I would like to express my gratitude.
There's something else you wanted to talk about.
Like an irresponsible father to you? The House of the Hearth is very important. That was all. Formal topics should be discussed in formal settings, and informal topics in informal settings.
Oh, so that's it?
I know you just returned from the fortress of Meripede. Relax. I have no intention of trying to get anything out of you. Linny, Lynette, and Fremine are still there, and I trust their judgment and abilities.
They've all been working very hard and have always done all they can to fight back against anyone who tried to stop them. Especially Linny.
You mean Wriothesley. He's a tricky one to deal with. It's unfortunate that Linny's so eager to prove himself that he can't learn to rely on others, including me. By the way, and you can just consider this a bit of idle gossip, but what's your impression of Farina?
Impossible to read. Meow.
You are outside of our disputes, and the freest person in all of Fontaine, able to move around most easily.
And she may not even be in the picture.
Perspective with you.
Yet she still is pivotal. Let's see what she has today, though.
That's everything that happened during the trial. Master Child was declared guilty and immediately transported to the fortress of Meripede.
Didn't he say he was coming here on vacation? Does he not feel an ounce of shame for all the trouble he has caused? Forget it. He did give us an opportunity. I will be meeting someone shortly.
Do you require help with any preparations?
No need. I will take care of it myself. I need to meet with Farina, the Hydro Archon. She is at the heart of Fontaine. But what's fascinating about her is that she often seems more like a celebrity than a working Archon.
Oh? Come over here, you little critter, you! You dare to run from me? Stop right this instant!
Farina playing with a cat.
My goal is just to discover the location of the Gnosis. But I didn't expect the chance to approach Farina to be handed to me on a silver platter. This is so easy, it's actually making me a bit suspicious. Anything left unguarded is usually just bait. But no one will blame someone for taking the bait. After all, from the moment it was attached to the hook, the bait is meant to be sacrificed. It's just as I guessed in the second before I struck. The Hydronosis is not currently held by the Archon. In fact, this Archon doesn't seem like a god at all. And I sense that she's under some kind of curse.
Who are you? And what are you trying to do? Please don't kill me! I'm begging you, please!
The fear in her pupils is genuine, so perhaps she's not bait after all. Either way, targeting her has lost all meaning. I left the scene with ease. Nobody came looking for me, and nobody could serve as a witness to my near assassination of Focalor. I suspect even Farina dares.
There's a spelling error there. I found a spelling error. I mean, a missing word. Nobody came looking me, yes, but the voiceover was correct.
Not long after,
Fascinating.
my informants confirmed what I had guessed.
Those rare moments aren't half bad.
Probably cried alone. She was so scared that she could not sleep that night, nor could she even bring herself to eat her cake.
Ooh. That's wild.
There's no doubt that there's something wrong with her. I began to entertain the possibility that she is not the true Hydro Archon. Perhaps Eudex Neuvillette is actually the genuine article. I have to find the Gnosis. If the Neuvillette hypothesis is correct, he is probably in possession of it. Alternatively, it might have been hidden in a place that's hard for ordinary people to access.
I don't buy the Neuvillette theory.
Yes, Father.
My dear children, please speak.
News from the fortress of Meripede. Master Child has gone missing. On top of that, the contacts and guards we bribed at the fortress have all gone quiet as well.
Probably the handiwork of that Writhsley.
I'm afraid so.
This is a good opportunity. The value of a Harbinger is much higher than most would imagine. We now have an excuse to exert diplomatic pressure on the Fontaine Authority. Set up a meeting for me. I would like to meet the Hydro Archon and Eudex Neuvillette. Oh, and I have an additional mission.
Yes, Father.
Tartaglia's disappearance was not a part of my plan, but I can use it to make a breakthrough. With this as my excuse, the initiative belongs to the House of the Hearth. My wish to investigate the fortress of Meripede will be a front. Lenny and his group will be responsible for the actual intelligence.
Man, she's like much nicer than the Doctor, isn't she? At least that's how it seems for now. That's for sure. What even was the Doctor on about? I mean, I guess he got some Gnoses.
So they wouldn't get anything from you.
You attacked the Hydro Archon?
Man, Sumeru was wild, all of it. It is, it was wild even without the Fatu, you know, to think about it.
It wouldn't mean anything, even if you shouted it from the rooftops. After all, even Farina herself is still pretending that nothing of that sort ever happened.
Alright then.
I've now had 2 chances to enjoy tea with Farina. I have to say, the leadership of Fontaine is even more inscrutable than I had imagined. I once surmised that Eudex Neuvillette must be the Hydro Archon.
But why?
No, that doesn't seem right to me.
But why? But why not?
I am a servant of Her Majesty the Tsaritsa. Over my years of service, I've learned how a real Archon conducts and carries themselves. Whether Eudex Neuvillette or Farina, neither fits the bill. It's hard to imagine either of them as the Archon. Of course, that is all just how I feel. Gut feelings often do not require justification. It is, however, quite amusing to me that after all my years working in intelligence gathering, I've come to realize I am at a complete loss regarding the identity of the god of the land of my birth. Don't you think Fontaine is quite intriguing? A catastrophe looms, yet many secrets have yet to rise to the surface. It looks like Fontainians will have no choice but to save themselves. Ultimately, though, one must survive in order to do anything else. Should the need arise, I would be happy to cooperate with you. You don't need to commit to anything right now, of course. I have a feeling that the situation will continue to evolve, and as your name is often connected with noble deeds, I'm sure we will work together someday.
Neuvillette.
You certainly returned quickly. You must want to catch up with each other, so I'll leave you to him.
Neuvillette, is it over?
For now, yes. But this issue will prove quite thorny in the long term. I'm concerned that sooner or later the prophesized events will occur. Thank you for protecting Farina. To put it simply, I used my power to force back the primordial sea and reseal the sluice gate.
And then we told him what happened on our side of things.
So as expected, the knave has turned up the pressure on Farina. She's trying to feel her out, though I'm still unsure as to her motives.
Same.
Permission granted.
You have enough power to force back the primordial sea. Does this mean you have some deeper connection with the Hydro Archon?
Whoa. It can't be that you're the real Hydro Archon, right? But that's just a speculation on our part, though. You can't tell us? Then that's okay. We can talk about something else. We won't try to force you. You guys in Fontaine are super strange.
If by the phrase, you guys, you are referring to Farina and I, then although I'm not sure just what you are trying to imply, I must clarify that I do not share her positions on a multitude of topics.
I am well aware. What did you sense in the fortress? What does that mean?
I believe so. The fortress has a long and complex history. It has seen much grief and suffering. And now, another catastrophe will soon be upon us. I mourn this turn of events.
Huh? Why is it raining all of a sudden?
Again? Oh, he's the dragon!
Maybe closer to the
dragon!
Oh?
Oh. What? Alrighty. I mean, I guess. That's why you got those two dark blue hair strands, I guess. That makes sense somehow.
Please do not be so surprised. Farina?
Neverlet, are you listening?
My apologies.
We were just guessing randomly. We didn't guess right, did we? You're not actually the dragon sovereign of water, right? You don't want to confirm or deny.
You guessed correctly.
There. No playing around.
To keep this a secret for me.
Sheesh.
We'll definitely help you keep it a secret.
Oh, that's a big shot.
There's still something Paimon wants.
Yeesh, that explains a lot, though. Sheesh. I had no idea.
Please, go ahead.
What a twist.
Well, if you are the dragon sovereign of water, and you were able to force back, then since Fontaine's prophecy is all about seawater, couldn't you just use your power to solve the crime?
None of the currently living dragon sovereigns in the world, myself included, possess our full dragonhood. They say that when the first usurper arrived on Tivat, they seized a part of the dragon's power. Today, that stolen power is the basis of the Archon's authorities.
What? So the Archon's authorities are derived from the dragons. Okay.
There are 7 elemental archons and 7 matching dragon sovereigns.
The dragon sovereign of water who lived through that era perished a long time ago. As their successor, I know far less of that part of our ancient history. In any case, I believe I will not be able to do much unless the Archon disappears and returns their elemental authority to me. Given the status quo, however, I would recommend finding another way to deal with the prophecy.
Also, are dragon sovereigns like actual dragons, or are the actual dragons more different or something? Maybe not. Maybe they're the same.
Oh.
Could be.
Even you can't solve it.
I still have some urgent matters
may
to
not
attend to
be.
in my office. If you have any more questions regarding ancient history, you are welcome to discuss them with me at a later time.
Alrighty.
Please go right ahead. There's a place that Paimon wants to go too. Traveler, why don't we pay another visit to the Fortress of Meripede? We'll see you
Sure. Back to the fortress. Oh, there's fog. Hey, nice too. Yeesh, the rain. It's pretty intense. Alrighty. Had to get some sunlight quick. Oh yeah, you should get some too. And stay hydrated. Even as we wrap this up. Let's see. Let's see what's good. Hey, it's the tall guy and the less tall guy.
You guys are back?
How do you know these names, Paimon? You are a genius.
Down here, right?
Nope.
No, not at all.
And here I thought you'd managed to escape from jail during all the commotion. I'd held you up as legendary jailbreakers, but now you're telling me you just never left?
We're sorry, but we just had some business.
We never left. Wait.
All right. There's no need to get caught up in the details.
Wait a minute.
We're just relieved to see you. He was super worried about you.
Are we still prisoners?
Hey, it wasn't just me. Weren't you super worried?
That's a good question. It was nice how considerate they were for us.
Something like that, yeah. I was also transferred to work in the kitchen a few days ago. I can still hear Quisto mumbling to the carrots. Are those two all right?
To the carrots?
Whenever he'd say that,
Oh boy.
tell him I'm sure they're fine. Wherever they are, they're kicking back with drinks in hand, enjoying the lovely scenery.
There's nothing wrong with worrying about.
Hey, we just had a tea party with the Archon.
I mean, considering
Don't worry about it.
all my gossip.
These two, they sure are a lot warmer and friendlier than when Paimon first met them.
Oh, well, if you say so. I'll be watching you to make sure you finish every last bite.
Alrighty. Man, this place is such a nice soundtrack. We go down or up? Oh, we go down. Okay.
Make my escape.
Oh yeah, this is the different place. But we go to the seal. Not to the boat.
Courier? Miss Seishween told me you still haven't eaten.
Yeah, I was working on something.
That's no excuse for...
We're back!
Hello there. It's been quite the mess here recently.
I'm a nose.
How have you been?
We're fine.
Are you still taking the secret passageway from the infirmary to work on the ship?
Yep. That is still top secret, though. So don't say a word to anyone.
It can be a bit annoying when there are lots of people in the infirmary, but I still prefer taking that route over the one from the Duke's office.
I mean, the infirmary does make it easier for you to slack off.
Oh yeah? Then why are you also here so much?
You two really are just using your jobs as a cover for your relationship, aren't you?
Not at all!
Why are they both such sundares? Oh no. Oh no. Hey, one more location nearby. Above, which is here. Oh, that's where we sleep. That's the, or nearby, it's near the quarters. Ah, it's at the pipes. My friend Nay went on a diving tour. Heck are you? Wait, it's the infirmary. Never mind. Never mind. The mail room. The mail room. Oh. Okay. I didn't know they have a mail room. What? Alright, anyway, Freminace, yeah. Alright. At least I got that one right.
Next card be? A bare-teeth cat?
Well, well, look who it is.
Traveler, Paimon.
Hello, everyone.
Looks like you're
Hello,
recovering
Freminace.
Thanks to everyone's support. Oh, right. I managed to work up the courage to thank Miss Clorand in person.
Whoa, how did she react?
She told me that it was nothing. It was as if saving a life wasn't a big deal to her at all. She also told me not to worry about it.
She didn't want to stress you out, that's all. She's right, and it's best not to dwell on it.
Yeah.
Okay, but check this out. We went back to the opera house and we met the knave.
You met Father? Did she say anything to you?
She said a few things that were, a bit hard to understand. And also that she's looking forward to working with us in the future.
Her attitude towards you is even better than what we'd imagined. That's fantastic. You should believe her. She has her own way of doing things, and she'll do everything in her power to help those she considers close, which now might also include you.
Father is very capable, and also trustworthy.
Oh, Paimon just remembered that she thought Linny was a bit too proud as well. She said that you should learn how to rely on others sometimes.
She did say that.
Got it.
That does sound like something that Father would say.
Hey!
Are you going to stay here for the next few days?
Looks like it, yeah.
Excellent. I will host a tea party.
More tea.
For real? Then Paimon wants another.
Makes me want to make some actual tea.
Another implies that you were already served some delicious cake while you were out.
Maybe an idea.
How lovely.
Do tell me in the comments about your tea making and drinking adventures. Meow.
Well, next time, you're going to have tea and snacks with us.
I mean, I know it's a Genshin bit, but there was a lot of tea drinking in this one. Hey, it is one fine thing to do. Even if just casual like a cat. So for this one, how do we get there? Maybe it's on this floor or one lower. Oh, it's just the cafeteria. Wait, you didn't... What? Okay, there, this person, yes.
Sejuin! Traveler, Paimon, you're back! Are you still doing alright? Did either of you get hurt? We're fine, but what about you guys? It was such a huge mess. How bad was it? A few people sustained superficial injuries, but that's about the extent of the damage.
Nice.
Roulette paid us a visit. It was all thanks to him that we managed to suppress the crisis for the time being. Oh, of course, we must also thank you for the help you provided. How did Nervalette know that he was needed here? Well, Miss sure Nervalette has strong resonance with the hydro element. When the water level rises, he can feel the waves produced. I ran into the bombshell bros while bandaging the injuries of the wounded. They were mumbling the whole time about how you just ran down without a word. I'm so relieved. If you're not too pressed for time, please stay with us a few more days. Just let me know if you get a craving for any particular dish, so I can have Mr. Walsey get your meals prepared. Oh, and please feel free to visit the infirmary for a break at any time. I'd like to take the opportunity to spend some more time observing your facial muscles as well.
Alrighty.
Smiles are quite contagious, you know. They're so memorable, and I've missed them immensely while you were gone. Make my escape.
That's her way of saying we have a nice face. Maybe. I mean, where's that even mean? Study our smiles. mean, proper tongue posture can get you some nice smile, maybe, but yeah.
It to the surface. Some strange winds blowing of late.
It is a topic that warrants investigation, just saying. Meow.
We wanted to see how the fortress is
The thing with the tongue posture.
We're fine for the
Yeah, tell us, what's good?
ENvTuber came down and took care of the worst of it.
If that's the case, why don't you just ask him to stay?
Oh, yeah, what a brilliant plan. Let's go convince the Udex himself to exchange the Courts of Fontaine for a puddle of water in the middle of nowhere. He came here in a hurry and left without even stopping for a cup of tea. He did remember to take Miss Sigewin's gift with him.
He sure said
Miss Cloran has left as well. She also took her gift from Miss Sigewin.
Electro Swordmaster.
were the gifts milkshakes?
I'm not sure if it's just Swordmaster, but
ENvTuber got the milkshake.
yeah.
Cloran received lipstick instead.
Those aren't even remotely alike.
Well, it's ENvTuber's own fault for making Sigewin worried about his health by working so much. But besides that, our head nurse is still pretty fond of picking out beauty products for the ladies. Oh, and I have some gifts here for you.
Are these from Sigewin?
Nope, they're from yours truly.
Mm-hmm.
You've already wrapped up your work at the fortress, so you can return to the surface at any time. You haven't yet served your full prison term, however, so you may continue to use your cell until your term is up.
Whoa, it's like a hotel. Wowee.
We could stay here for a really long time?
You may access the cafeteria for free. Just remember to come complete your paperwork once it's time for your release.
Alrighty. How do we get there? I was wondering about this. The benefit of making players walk around places, but hey, if it's about teleporting up here, then I might as well teleport up here. That seems fair. I mean, the place is small enough too. It's like I just skip an elevator ride, so.
And away I go!
I feel like just I developed some sort of mental map of this. Kinda. It can be nice. I was thinking.
We're no longer prisoners though, so it really doesn't feel the same.
Feels like we've regained our freedom.
Being free sure feels pretty special now.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? How did you know? Hey, that's not true! Alright.
I mean, usually sleep.
I just wanted to say that we really are an amazing duo after all.
But now Paimon say this instead. Thanks, Paimon.
We've now gone to so many places together and become friends with so many people. We've never stopped traveling or stopped meeting new friends. There are so many bad things in the world, and we're just two people, but we've still been solving problems no matter where we go.
You're the best adventurers ever. Yeah.
Paimon today? Aren't you the only adventurer here?
I mean, if Paimon is a people, then Paimon is also an adventurer. Oh, yeah.
Give Paimon an adventurer handbook as well.
What?
Paimon will also be an adventurer from today forward. Use your thoughts, making
Hey, if it means we get more rewards, sure.
The last time we
Sure.
we woke up to a whole mess outside our cell. The primordial seawater nearly rose up. That was so scary. We should be safe now, right?
We'll be fine.
Alright then. Good night to you, traveler.
Good night, Paimon. Credit roll. This is the credit roll. We probably... Oh. Another foreshadowing moment. I was thinking we get the question answer hour, but like with somebody, but maybe not. I'll take the foreshadowing, to be honest. Whoa. What in the world is that? This is a thing from Childy's Dreams. Child's Dreams. Oh, we got it completed. Nice. Nice. Alrighty. That was, that little foreshadowing. It basically says, okay, next time for real, we get to see Child in action. That's what that's gonna be all about. Also interesting, we haven't really been out here at all. Interesting, but yeah, that's for another time. I was thinking I wanna give a quick summary of my thoughts about this one. It was somewhat fast-paced, even though pretty long. Like, I feel like the court case thing, it had a bit of a dragging part on the first two, Archon Quest and Fontaine. But a bit more fast-paced here somehow. Like little filler, if at all. You see the characters developed, even the new characters, some of the old characters. And some answers were, some questions were answered. But also a lot of new questions were raised. Like, who is, like, what is everyone's motivation, more or less? I mean, I guess we figured it out for the prison boss, but the knave? I don't know, like, people singing her praise, yeah, but like, you don't know if she's double dealing with her family or whatever, her orphan family. I don't know. I mean, on some level she probably is, but she's also not on some level, right? Very complex character. And then Farina is, like, people are looking past her so hard, it makes no sense. Like, because you don't need to be in the picture to be extremely important. Like, she's the Archon not for nothing, you know? She doesn't need her gnosis. She doesn't need to know what's going on. She knows one way to behave, which may be just exactly what she needs to do for something. I don't know. Like, not a role you would envy to have a role, but hey. You can't dismiss the fact that she is the Archon. And there's a reason for that, and that is completely mysterious to me what that is. It's kind of what I'm trying to say here. Now, was there another thing? A big surprise for the new Villette. That was pretty badass. New Villette is actually a dragon sovereign. Whatever that means. It's not that important. I feel like I'm missing something. But maybe not. Again, pacing was great. Got some questions asked and some questions answered. And the characters were developed. Yeah, those were the 3 points I was thinking. Alrighty, I hope you enjoyed this fresh look at the fresh Genshin Archon quests with a Dewey Cat. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Leave a comment about your favorite, well, tea things. We were, you know, talking about the, maybe something else. You can all tell me something in the comments, like what you liked about the story. How about that one? And last but not least, hit that like button, hit that dislike button, whichever way you wanna go. After watching this 5-hour plus epic adventure with a cat. And don't forget to stay safe out there. Have a good one out there. Take care. Meow.